Sorrell's Body Shop, by Honda of Russellville, by Atkins Physical Therapy, BK's Coffee and Gifts, Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, by Congressman Bruce Westerman, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Phil Wright Autoplex, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Miller Roofing Company, First State Bank, Feltner's Athletes Corner, by Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, E&F Roofing, ConAgra, Chicken Mart, Centennial Bank, the Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, A Better Way Realty, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, and by Alathus Realty. Atkins Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM.
And we are here with you on this beautiful, chilly Friday night here in Melbourne, Arkansas. The Atkins Red Devils taking a quick 2.5-hour ride up the road just a little bit up here in the mountains in the middle, kind of in the middle of nowhere, up here to play the Melbourne Bearkatz. My name is Zach Phillips. I'll be your play-by-play commentator tonight. Next to me is my co-host, Mr. Scott Warren. He will be providing a color commentary and keeping me in line for the rest of the evening. What an exciting night we got tonight. Scott, Atkins is coming in here 5-1 on the season, 3-0 in the conference. The Bearkatz are sitting at 4-2 on the season, but 1-2 in the conference. What are you looking for tonight, Scott?
Well, we were talking off the air with this Melbourne team. It just seems like you don't know what you're going to get. They've kind of been up and down this season. They gave up 33 points to Quitman earlier in the year, but then last week they held one of the highest scoring teams in the conference in Mayflower to 13 points. Kind of turned it into a rock fight and came out just short. Lost to Mayflower 13-10. Mayflower undefeated on the season overall and 3-0 in conference as well. And Melbourne actually fumbled the ball inside the 5-yard line with about 4.5 minutes left, and then came back and scored with a minute and a half left. So you got to think if they turned that first one into a touchdown or even a field goal and then scored late, well, it might have been a different outcome. But so they're capable of playing really, really good defense, but then they've also given up some points too. In the game against Salem, which was Atkins' opponent last week, kind of went out and laid an egg, got beat 36-3. So we just really don't know what to expect from this Melbourne team. They are a physical team and have the capability of clamping down on defense. So it's going to be interesting to see what this Red Devil offense is able to do against them.
No, you're exactly right. The Red Devils come in tonight. They're on a 3-game win streak following a very hard-fought win last week, 40-36 over Salem. Man, that was a very exciting football game last week, Scott. It came down to the last minute. The Atkins Red Devils are now making their way onto the field. We are posted up here in the visitor stands tonight. So if you hear some crowd noise, we are here amongst the Atkins faithful tonight. It's going to be a fun night up here commentating. But last week in that game, Scott, Jaden Martin was really the workhorse of the football team. He came in, Jaden had 17 carries, 126 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then 33 yards on top of that. But not just did he have that, but over on defense, man, Jaden had a tremendous night on defense as well, man. He really was the workhorse last week.
Yeah, comes in averaging 104 yards per game rushing, and right behind him is his little brother, Mason Martin, who's averaging 97 yards a game. Jaden has 9 touchdowns on the season. Mason has 7 touchdowns on the season. So, lightning can strike quick with either one of those Martin brothers, but Cole Crawford did a great job last week, 9 for 11 passing for 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's got 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. But last couple of weeks, we keyed on it really with that Episcopal game. Following that one, the Red Devils just needed to do a better job of holding the ball and not turning it over. In the last couple of weeks, they've done just that and been able to dominate that first game. And then last week had a shootout there with Salem and came out with the win 40-36. After trailing by 2 scores in that game in the second half, they were still able to come out with a victory. So I feel like this team did a lot of growing up last week. That was a tough game, and good to get that conference win on homecoming. And this is actually homecoming for Melbourne. So this is the 4th straight homecoming game that the Red Devils have played in.
You're exactly right. The Red Devils come in tonight. We are 3-0 so far on homecomings. The Red Devils have been the, kind of like Shawn Michaels, we have been the heartbreak kids of the conference so far. knocking down Episcopal, knocking down Mountain View, taking out Salem last week, and now we come into Melbourne. It's their homecoming, trying to get some more of that good football. Listening to Coach Dobbs this week, just talking about what he expected from Melbourne. Man, he just said, hey, it's a road trip. This is a business trip. We expect to go down to Melbourne. Let's take care of business and let's get back home.
Yeah, and that's exactly the way they're approaching it. It is a business trip. And it is a long trip, so it's going to be interesting to see how that 3-hour bus ride, really it's
right.
2.5 hours in a car, but in a bus it takes you a little longer, how that's going to affect the teams. Hopefully the Red Devils can avoid a bus ride hangover and come out here and start quick.
You're exactly right. The Red Devils are going to be first to receive the ball here to open up this game. Down for Atkins, of course, we have Mason Martin, who's been our electric returner the entire season. I expect nothing different tonight. And the kick is off, and it is a line drive going right to the edge. We've got a little bit of a return, trying to make some room. There's not a whole lot there. He's going to be brought down. We've got some pushing and shoving after the play, but Atkins is going to be setting up shop right around the 20-yard line.
That was Jaden Martin, who was back there with his brother, along with Tanner Hegman. They were the three deep men, and Jaden took it off the we're looking on your radio dial. The Red Devils will be moving right to left, so Jaden was on the far side of the field as he received that kick, able to bring it out to about the 20-yard line. That's where the Red Devils will set up shop on offense for their first drive.
Cole Crawford is the man in the backfield for the Red Devils. Our quarterback, who had a very efficient night last week. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. He's got some room to go. That's Mason Martin. He has got room. He is booking it down the left sideline. He has got all the way down to the 20-yard line. Huge opening carry tonight from Mason Martin, number 29 for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Mason getting 60 yards on that opening carry for the Red Devils, starting at their own 20, able to get down to the 20-yard line of the Melbourne Bearkatz. Mason started up the middle and then bounced it out to the left side. His big brother, Jaden, down the field blocking for him, able to pave the way, and a nice long gain there on first down for the Red Devils.
It's going to be another handoff, this time to big brother Jaden Martin. He's going to get a couple of yards here.
And a Melbourne Bearcat came out with the ball, but they're going to say he was down. Jaden was down by contact there. That was Landon Hildebrand who came up with the ball for the Bearcats. Red Devils maintain possession. Gain of 6 on that will bring up 2nd and 4. Ball sitting at just outside the Bearcat 15-yard line.
Takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff to Jaden Martin. He's fighting forward. He is going to have plenty for the first down and getting down right near the goal line here in Melbourne.
They're going to mark him just inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Great job by the Red Devil offensive line, just making huge holes up front. They did a great job last week against a Salem team that was sack happy, came in with 22 sacks on the season, and Red Devil offensive line gave up no sacks last week.
Yeah, Red Devil offensive line actually got the player of the week for the River Valley last week. Those 5 guys did a tremendous job. Cole Crawford takes a snap himself. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of places to go there.
Number 8, Carson Medina, coming up to make contact and stop Cole Crawford for a short gain.
It's going to bring up 2nd and goal here for the Red Devils.
Ball resting on the 7-yard line.
Jaden Martin in the backfield next to Cole Crawford. Takes a snap, rolls out to his right side. Cole's looking for a man. He throws a pass. It's complete. And that's going to be a touchdown. Red Devils starting off the night big here in Melbourne on their homecoming. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Pass was complete to Mason Martin. Cole rolled out to the right. Mason just found a void in the end zone there and sat down, and Cole got the ball to him. Again, good protection there by the Red Devil offensive line.
Yeah, kind of had to throw it across his body a little bit, kind of came back to him, but a really good completion. Again, very, very efficient by Cole Crawford tonight.
Kind of Patrick Mahomes-esque there.
Mahomes-ish. We'll call it that. Kenny Rivas with the point after. And it is good. That's going to bring Kenny to 21 of 25 on the season. Very, very good year kicking for Kenny Rivas so far. And that is going to be the first score of the night. Atkins leads 7-0, 9:48 left on the clock here in the first quarter.
We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
100.9 Quick FM is KWKK Russellville.
And we are back here in Melbourne. Atkins has just scored. 9:48 left here in the first quarter. The Red Devils lead the Bearkats 7-0. Explosive first drive there by the Red Devil offense there, Scott.
Yeah, big gainer on the first play from Mason Martin to get 60, and then Red Devils ran a few plays and got it into the end zone. Cole Crawford passing complete to Mason Martin for the touchdown to get things started.
Kenny Rivas with the big boot, getting this thing down the field. It's going to be fielded around inside the 5-yard line. Runner is going to be brought down. Looks to be around the 25-yard line. That's going to be where the Bearkats offense sets up shop for the first time tonight. Listening to Coach Austin Dobbs talk this week, Scott, he was saying that they expect a lot of interesting looks from the Melbourne Bearkat offense. That they've got some very unique formations on offense.
Yeah, and they changed things up quite a bit. So I'm sure that Coach Jeff Harrelson worked on that this week with his defense and has the team ready for that.
Red Devil defense going with 4 men down. Looking to make a stop. John Davis, number 40, in at the linebacker position on the strong side. There's the snap. Empty backfield. Quarterback's looking for a man. He's got his check down. He's going to be brought down near. It's going to be just a couple of yards gained. That's going to bring up second. Looks to be about 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8.5 here for the Red Devils. And as we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, we are set up here on the visitor sideline right next to the band. So you'll be serenaded by the sound of the Red Devil Marching Band all night tonight.
Yeah, you get the full experience tonight.
You do. Good defense there by number 23 of the Atkins Red Devils. Pass came in a little bit late, and there came across the way Dakota Ham, number 23, to break up the pass.
Yeah, Dakota Ham timed that up perfectly. Pass was intended for number 87, their big receiver, Malcolm Hammock, and Dakota got there just as the ball arrived and able to knock that free. Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Bearkats.
Red Devil defense looking for a stop. Quarterback has a man in motion across the right side. It's going to be a jet sweep. Nobody's over there. He has got a little bit of room to play with. He's fighting forward. That's going to be real close to the first down marker. Looks like he's going to have it.
Yeah, they're going to give him first down yardage.
Yeah, that jet sweep got out ahead of the Red Devils. The Bearkats had plenty of guys out there blocking. A well-drawn-up play that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bearkats.
Yeah, really good job of blocking out on the edge and kind of turning the Red Devil defenders back toward the middle of the field to give the runner the edge there, able to pick up the first down.
Man in motion across the left side. We've got a flag, penalty flag on the play. You can assume a procedure penalty of some sort. Yep, illegal procedure against the Bearkats. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Replay first down, going to bring up 1st and 15 on around the, it'll be around the 27-yard line. Quarterback has a man in motion around the left side. It's going to be a handoff. Right up the middle, he's met by a host of Red Devils, including John Davis, number 40. A couple of linemen there to grab a hold of him. That's going to be a gain. Looks like they may get back their penalty yardage there. Should be 2nd and 10 for Melbourne.
Yeah, Yeah, John Davis in on the tackle along with Dayton Rawlings and a number of other Red Devil defenders from the middle of that Red Devil defensive line.
Quarterback takes a snap, rolls over to his left side. He's got a man there. He just is well overthrown. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bearkats. Good coverage there by the Red Devils, eliminating any of those open wide receivers.
And Malcolm Hammock is a tall receiver, but he's not that tall. The quarterback, that's number 3, Wyatt Buchanan, sailed that one way over Hammock's head. That's going to bring up 3rd down. .804 left in the first quarter. Atkins with a 7-0 lead.
Number 3, Wyatt Buchanan, the quarterback. That is a false start. That's going to be a false start against the Bearkats. Back them up. We'll bring up 3rd and 15 again. Big up 3rd and 15 here for the Bearkats. Headed the wrong direction for them.
We'll take it.
I'm not going to complain about it. As the band says, we will rock you. I believe that's what the defense is trying to do here. Trying to get a big stop here. 3rd and 15, ball on the 32-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap, looks downfield. He's got a receiver. He was just overthrown. A couple of Red Devils there in the vicinity. Kenny Rivas was right there on the pass. Good defense, and that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
That's going to force Melbourne to punt. Again, the pass was intended for number 87, Hammock. That time ball just a little low for him, but good coverage there by the Red Devils secondary.
Kenny Rivas was the man on the play. Lucas Sims was right behind it, though. He was, if he would have caught that, it was a host of guys there that were ready to up. We have a big snap, way over snapped. Ball is rolling back, but he has finally picked it up.
And he gets a punt off.
Man, I can't believe he got a punt off.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The punt got up. A Red Devil was there, tried to catch it, muffed the kick, and that is going to be Bearcat ball right at the 44, 43-yard line. What a unfortunate turn of events there for the Red Devil special teams.
It was very promising there for just a few seconds.
Oh.
Errant snap went over the head of the punter. He chased it back to around the 2 and somehow was able to find enough room to get the punt off. And then punt was muffed by Lucas Sims trying to make a catch there, and now Melbourne retains possession.
It's going to be a handoff right there. Red Devil defense is there to bring it up. Number 31, Blake Mitchell, one of the men in on the stop there for the Red Devils.
And again, we mentioned last week, Blake Mitchell kind of working his way back from a pretty serious injury earlier in the year. It's good to see him getting more minutes out there at the linebacker position.
It's going to be 2nd and 11 here for the Red Devils. Quarterback takes a snap, runs to his right side immediately. He's got a receiver there. It's right there at the sideline. I can't really see if he.
They're going to give him the catch.
They're going to give him the catch. That's going to be a gain of about 6 yards. It should bring up about 3rd and looks to be about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 here for the Bearkats.
Medina on the catch for the Bearkats, sliding out of bounds there at about the 45. Actually, the 49, sorry.
3rd and 4 here. Red Devils looking to make a stop. Quarterback's going to be a handoff.
No,
he kept it himself. He's got some room to run the left side. He is going to be brought down. It's going to be real close. They are going to mark him just a little bit short.
Yeah, I thought he had enough for the first down. He kind of gave up some ground trying to get the edge over there. And,
he had it.
Actually went behind the line to gain, and it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Red Devil defense needs to be prepared for anything at this point. They could go for it. They've got a man change going over there on the Bearcat sideline. Maybe the special teams unit coming on. I don't know. It looks like they're going to try to power this thing forward. Yep, they are. And they have got the first down and plenty more. They're going to get this ball down to about the 42-yard line, 43, 42-yard line. First down, Bearkats.
Yeah, interesting formation there. Kind of a look a mix between your regular offense and your punt formation.
Yep.
And the man who was the lone man in the backfield there, who might normally be the punter, looked like he just took it, put his head down, and able to go off the left side and get enough for the first down.
Bearkatz quarterback has a man. He throws to the right side. He is caught in the backfield. He's trying to dance forward a little bit. He's going to be brought down after a gain of about a yard.
Maybe a yard. Good job by the Red Devil defense to rally to that.
Swarmed on him there. Lucas Sims, one of the men in on the tackle, just a little bit slow to get up there.
Yeah, he was at the bottom of that pile, and he comes up. Looks like he's holding one of his arms a little close to his body there.
2nd and 9 here for Melbourne. Quarterback takes a snap. It's a handoff. Running back trying to make some room. He had some good blocking ahead of him. He's going to be brought down short of the first down marker. But a good pickup there. Should bring up 3rd and short for the Bearkatz.
Number 8, Medina on the carry, tackled by number 20, Wyatt Hearn, and number 40, John Davis. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 2.
Melbourne in that power formation again. Quarterback hands it directly to his running back. It looks like he is going to have enough. Gets about 2 yards extra there. That's going to bring up first, actually about a yard extra.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bearkatz right at about the 31-yard line.
Melbourne taking advantage of that special teams turnover.
Yep.
Punted to the Red Devils, and punt was muffed, and Melbourne got on it. And they are moving the ball down the field.
Quarterback takes a snap, throws to his left side. He is behind the line, but he has got some room to run. He is going to be smashed out of bounds there.
Number 87, Hammock on the reception. Kind of a screen out there to the left side, and Hammock, we mentioned before, a big, powerful receiver, able to shake off the first Red Devil who was there to meet him, which I believe was number 5, Kenny Rivas. And then Hammock got to that left sideline and able to move ahead and pick up a first down.
They have been throwing that short little bubble route, that wide out screen, and this one's going to be a handoff directly to the running back, right up the gut. He's got some room to run.
Number 8, Medina on the carry. And you said it, Zach, he just went right up the middle.
Nothing fancy about that at all.
Able to get 5 on that. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Bearkats. Ball on the 16-yard line. 3:28 left in the first quarter.
Melbourne offense with some life breathed into it after that special teams turnover. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls to his right side. He has tons of pressure, airs it out. It is almost picked off. Red Devils had a couple of men in the area. Dakota Ham looked like he was so close to having his hands on it. That's going to bring up third and about 5 for the Bearkats here inside the red zone.
Yeah, double coverage there. Dakota Ham was the man behind the receiver. Wyatt Hearn undercut him, tried to get up and get a hand on that ball, but heavy pressure on the Melbourne quarterback by number 70, Solomon Lytle, number 8, Jaden Martin.
Red Devil faithful firing up here in the stands. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He ain't going to get anywhere, though. He's going to get brought down almost immediately by the Red Devil front men.
Yeah, that's a loss of a yard on the play, so that's going to bring up 4th and 6. And they're going to bring the kicking unit on.
Man.
Melbourne has a fantastic kicker, number 4, Fernando Ventura. Medina is the running back.
And
Ventura is the kicker.
Our players who were here before us out here during warm-up said this kid was banking in huge kicks.
Yeah, he's got a strong leg.
So we'll see what he's got. Snap is down. It was a high snap. And it is going to go right through the middle. That is going to be a good field goal there for Melbourne. Atkins Red Devils lead 7-3. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left here in the first quarter.
We'll take a 30-second break. We'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here on this chilly, brisk Friday night in Melbourne, Arkansas. The Red Devils are leading 7-3. Bearkatz came down and scored after a special teams muffed punt there. Melbourne had a huge oversnap, and the punter got out of the way. Red Devils just couldn't get their hands on the ball, turned it over, and Melbourne made the best of the situation. A good job by the defense preventing a touchdown. Melbourne kick is off, headed straight for Mason Martin. High kick. Mason the referee is going to...
Yeah, he was in the end zone when he caught that, so Ventura does have a strong leg, and he put it about a yard deep in the end zone, and so that's going to be a touchback.
They don't even let him bring it out anymore.
No, sir.
So they...
if it gets into the end zone, it is a touchback, so...
Red Devil offense coming out after a very fiery first drive to start this game. Mason Martin with a huge electric run to start it off. And then Cole Crawford was the man that finished off the drive with a touchdown pass to Mason Martin. Jaden Martin's going to be the man in the backfield next to Cole. 3 men out wide to the left. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Jaden Martin. He's got some room. He's fighting forward. He's going to have forward progress to right at it's going to be about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. That was number 75, Peyton Siddons, on the tackle for Melbourne. Jaden just taking it right up the middle that time. Didn't really get any contact until that second level, so.
When he hit that contact, there was several of them there.
Right.
Crawford takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. It's a designed keeper. Puts his shoulder down and tries to make a little bit of something. He's going to pick up about 3 more yards to bring up 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 4. What is it? It's going to be 3. 3rd and 3 for the Red Devils.
Yeah, I don't know that number 5, Sean Wortham, for the Bearkats was ready for a quarterback to put his shoulder down and come right at him, but that's exactly what Cole Crawford did.
Cole was not afraid of contact of any sorts there.
Cole
is on the sideline here. That is going to be number 7, Ethan Limboom, in the game at QB for the Red Devils here. Boom, hands off to Jaden Martin. Jaden is trying to move around a little bit, but he has nowhere to go. Great job by the Bearcat defense to come in there and stuff that run. It's going to should be a bit of a loss.
I think they're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
Who's
number 11, Tanner Williams, and number 8, Carson Medina, there to make the stop for the Bearkats.
In to kick for the Red Devils, number 8, Jaden Martin, tripling up his job duties tonight, also being the backup punter while Cole Crawford is on the sidelines being checked out. The punt is away. Great punt there. Great punt. It's going to be fielded for a fair catch right around the 38-yard line. That's going to be where the Bearkats set up their offensive drive for the night.
Yeah, for a backup punter, that was a pretty good punt by
not bad at all.
Jaden Martin.
Not bad at all. Going to have to see what's going on with Cole on the sideline here. He was looked like he was certainly uncomfortable there with causing Ethan Limboom to go into the game at QB. Red Devil defense looking to make a big stop here, though.
We mentioned Cole put his head down and drove forward for a couple extra yards there, and that contact maybe had a little bit of an impact on him. He's got his helmet back on now as he stands on the sideline, so we expect to see him back out there on this next drive. But the Red Devil defense is going to have to get the ball back for him first.
Yep. Red Devil defense is going to rush down. We have a fumble on the play. Bearkats look like they're going to follow on, but that's going to be certainly a loss of yardage for them. It was just a fumbled snap there.
Yeah, snap hit the quarterback right in the knee, and ball bounced around there on the ground for just a couple seconds, and Melbourne fortunate to fall on it. It's going to be 2nd and 13.
We're all the way up here in the stands. I'm pretty sure I could hear him yelling, ball, 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 ball. Red Devil defense showing blitz with 5 men on the line.
And they're not going to get snap off before the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, your score is the Red Devils 7, Melbourne Bearkats 3. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with second quarter action. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions. Back after. We welcome you back to our Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Contact our friends at Alathus Realty today. We get started in the second quarter here. Melbourne has the ball, 2nd and 13.
Quarterback fakes a pass there. He's running around. There's a penalty flag on the play right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to uncork it, and that ball is actually going to...
they're going to say caught it, and there's no way.
Yeah, that ball bounced, but there is a flag down here at the 34-yard line right around the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be a hold there.
Yeah, they called that a caught pass, but that ball clearly bounced off the turf. That's gonna back him up 10 yards.
Yeah, holding is the call on Melbourne. So whether it was a catch or not is irrelevant.
True.
It's going to back it up 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 23. And the ball should be spotted right around the 24. And that's exactly where they placed the ball.
Good call there, Scott.
Well, thank you.
Right at the 24-yard line. 2nd and Valonia here. We got a ways to go. Quarterback has a man in motion. He's going to take the snap, looks to his right side immediately. It's a screen pass. There's good blocking ahead of him. Kenny Rivas has missed the tackle. Lucas Sims is trying to chase him down. He's going to sling him out of bounds. But that is going to be a big first down pickup for the Bearkats to get into Red Devil territory.
That was number 12, Cole Bookout. They took the little pass across the middle there and just picked his way across to the left side of the field and got enough for a first down. Wyatt Hearn ran him out of bounds at the 49, just inside Red Devil territory where the Melbourne Bearkats have a first down.
One man in the backfield for the Bearkats. He is in motion to the right side. Quarterback takes the snap, empty backfield. It's going to be another wide receiver screen. He is going to have some room, and he is electric when he catches that ball. And that is going to be enough for a first down for the Bearkats. They are moving the ball down the field. Red Devil defense is going to have to step it up here.
Yeah, they're finding success with those quick screens to receivers out on either side, and then they just turn it upfield. That was number 11. Tanner Williams, who took that pass ahead for another first down.
That's about the 8th time we've seen him do that. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to air this thing out. It's short, and that ball is going to be, we got a penalty flag over there on the play. Bearcat receiver does come up with it, but there is a penalty flag on the play over there. Going to be some kind of holding, PI. Is it offense, defense?
I'm not sure what they're going to get, but it looked kind of like from where they called it, it had to be offensive pass interference.
It was very short. The ball was short.
Yeah, it is offensive pass interference, so they're going to back them up 15 yards.
Yep, that's going to go the opposite way.
You said, Zach, it was an underthrown ball, and the Red Devil defender, I think it was Wyatt Hearn over there, was in good position, and he was kind of pulled down, and then the Melbourne Bearkats receiver came up with a catch, but they're going to mark off the penalty yardage. It's going to be 1st and 25.
Yeah, first in a bunch.
Yeah, 1st and 25. You don't see 1st and 25 too often.
You don't. Melbourne has guys in motion across the formation in a tight bunch. Quarterback.
And there's another flag.
Another flag. Surely going to be another.
I think they're going to have some kind of procedure on Melbourne.
That's going to back him up again, Scott. You said 1st and 25 is rare. 1st and 30 is probably a little rarer. But that's exactly what we have on hand, folks. We have 1st and 30.
So Melbourne's been moving the ball pretty well with that screen, but when you stack up penalties like that, it's doesn't matter what you do.
It's going to stall a drive out. Technically, they're moving the ball well right now, just the opposite direction.
Yeah. Very efficient these last couple plays with that.
Very efficient in favor of the Red Devils. Then the bunch formation in shotgun. Takes a snap. Quarterback fakes it. He's going to keep it himself. He's only going to get a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and a long way. And looks to be maybe 2nd and 28, 2nd and 27.
Jade Martin did a good job coming in from his defensive end position, just getting low and grabbing the ankles of the Melbourne quarterback, number 3, Wyatt Buchanan. And that was a design quarterback run all the way. He faked a pitch out to the left and then just tucked that ball in and didn't get much.
Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his left side. He's got a ton of pressure. He's going to uncork it. The ball is going to be caught. Receiver makes a ton of moves. He is headed to the goal, and that is going to be a huge touchdown for Melbourne. Blown coverage there by the Red Devils. Just kind of gave up the ghost there on defense.
Yeah, 4 defenders over there with a chance to tackle Tanner Williams, and he made several moves along the sideline and able to shake them all. And he walks into the end zone, and that gives Melbourne a 9-7 lead with 9:54 left in the second quarter, and Ventura is on for the extra point.
That is not at all what the Red Devils wanted to have happen here. And that looked, yep, that is going to be good. And that is going to be a big touchdown on this homecoming night for Melbourne. Red Devils trail the Bearkats 10-7, 9:54 left here in the first half.
We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here Friday night. Red Devils trail the Bearkats 7-10 here. Red Devil defense has been shocked a little bit. They came out strong the first drive, and a special teams turnover kind of blew that, kind of ruined it for them. And ever since then, this Melbourne offense has had a whole lot of confidence, Scott.
Yeah, moving the ball really well. They had a couple of big penalties there that got them way behind the sticks, but then able to get a pass off to Tanner Williams, and he made a few guys miss and walked it into the end zone, and we're sitting here at 10-7.
Mason Martin is going to have the ball. He's trying to make some moves, make some magic happen. He's going to get tripped up. Looks to be right around the referee's going to put it around the 20.
Right at the 25. No, the 30.
The 30, right at the 29, 30-yard line here.
That's not a bad return because Mason fielded that on about the goal line, just outside the goal line. So pretty good 30-yard return there by Mason Martin.
Red Devil offense looking to have a little more luck than their last time out. Got stalled out on the wrong end of the field. Mason Martin, the running back in the backfield for the Red Devils. Up, we have a little tomfoolery here. We're going with that Wild Devil formation again. Mason takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. He's got some room. He's dancing around. He dives forward. Man, what a run there for Mason Martin, making a little something out of a little nothing.
Yeah, number 34, Colson McMichael, came up and got a hand on his ankle, and Mason spun out of that and then dove forward for another 3 or 4 yards. It's going to make it 2nd and 3, gain of 7 on that play. Cole Crawford back in the game after being a little banged up in that last series.
Jaden Martin, the running back in. Lucas Sims in motion across the formation. Cole takes the snap. It's going to be a screen over there to the left side. I believe that's Tanner Hegeman that has the catch. Dance forward a little bit. Hard to see the spot from the bleachers where we're sitting at.
Yeah, that was number 11, Hegeman, on the reception, and that is enough for a first down.
1st and 10 for the Red Devils here, approaching midfield. Try to get some momentum here. As we look across the distance, see a very large, very orange moon tonight.
Full moon, the hunter's moon, I believe they call it.
Man, it is the season. This is going to be handoff to Mason Martin. He's got some room. There's a flag on the play. Mason is going to have a beautiful run, but that is likely going to get called back. They threw a penalty flag right around the offensive line, and we can only assume what that is, folks.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the Red Devils for a hold there. that's going to back them up 10 yards.
It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which is right around the line of scrimmage. Should be about 1st and 20 for the Red Devils, and nix that really, really big run there for Mason Martin.
So that puts the Red Devils behind the sticks. Melbourne was in that position last time they had the ball, able to overcome that. Let's see what the Red Devil offense can do here.
Crawford takes a snap, looks to his right side. He's got Davin Bowden. He's been his favorite receiver all year. Bowden's got some room. He's fighting forward. He's going to go out of bounds right around the, just shy of the 50. Good pickup there for Davin Bowden. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 5, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 here for the Red Devils.
Yeah, able to get a lot of those penalty yards back was Davin Bowden, so good job by him working his way up the field and making a 2nd and manageable here for the Red Devil offense.
It's going to be a direct handoff to,
that's Mason
That's
Martin.
Mason Martin. He's going to fight forward. It's going to be really close to a 1st down. It's going to be right at the line. Let's see what the referee indicates here for us. No indication yet on whether or not it's a 1st down. There it is. That's going to be a 1st down for the Red Devils.
Better late than never.
That's right. Red Devils now over in Bearkat territory.
Jade Martin carrying that time up the middle for about 6. Ventura coming up to make the tackle for the Bearkats.
Crawford draws him off sides. He is going to be in the neutral zone, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Red Devils. Good hard snap there for Cole Crawford. He's been doing that quite a bit this year, and good to see that it's still working.
Yeah, he was able to get a couple of guys to jump. That time it was number 5, Sean Wortham, and number 75, Peyton Siddons.
Right into the neutral zone.
And that's a 1st down the easy way for the Red Devils.
We'll take it. Red Devil offense with 3 men out wide. Mason Martin, the man in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Mason. He has got to make something out of nothing because there was nowhere to run. He's going to be brought down, look to be just behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe just a short loss there.
Forceful stop there by the Melbourne Bearkats. Very physical brand of football they're playing tonight.
That was number 5, Wortham, was the first man to make contact. He was the one who was guilty of the offsides penalty just a moment ago. Maybe trying to get some revenge on that.
Crawford takes a snap, rolls to his left side. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw this thing, and he's got a man down there. That ball is going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for number 11, Tanner Hegeman over there. Cole was having to backtrack quite a bit there. Ball was just a little bit high for Tanner to come down with 6:22 left here in the 1st half. It is now 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils.
That was number 11, Tanner Williams, on the coverage for Melbourne. Able to get a hand up and knock that pass down.
Cole takes a snap. He's got the ball over there. It is completed to Davin Bowden, who's dragging a man by his shirt tail. He is fighting forward. That ball is going to come. They're going to call him down. It's going to be what? 4th and
about 5.
Yeah, 4th and about 5.
Ball sitting at the 32. Melbourne 32. Red Devil offense still out there on the field. Crawford tries the hard count. Now he looks over to the sideline for the play call.
Jaden Martin, the running back in the backfield. The power back for the Red Devils. Cole takes a snap, looks downfield. He's got a dump off pass to Jaden. Jaden's got some blockers. He's got room. That is plenty for the 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks to be just inside or right at the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Red Devils.
Number 54, Cade Bartlett, and number 62, Austin McCurry, offensive lineman out there, lead blocking.
That's
on
right.
That screen pass.
Blocking's a humble man's job, and they're getting it done. Mason Martin with the carry. He's got some room, and he fights forward. Mason having a tremendous season so far, averaging just over 9 yards a carry.
Number 4, Ventura on the tackle for Melbourne. Mason able to pick up 3, make it 2nd and 7.
Red Devil offense comes out, 3-man trips to the right. Davin Bowden on his own to the right side. We are now in the Wild Devil formation again. Jaden Martin takes a snap, runs right up the gut. He's got room. He fights forward. Man, he's tough. He is tough.
Yeah,
and that's going to be enough for a first down.
He carried 3 Melbourne defenders, an extra 2 or 3 yards there.
Yeah, he did.
They're finally able to drag him down inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Devils. Ball going to be sitting at the 9-yard line. 4:42 left in the first half. Red Devils trail 10-7.
Cole Crawford ready for the snap. It's going to be handoff to Mason Martin. He's going to have to boogie, and he's got the room. That is a touchdown for the Atkins Red Devils here to take the lead.
Mason tried to take it right up the middle, and it was clogged up. He bounced it out to the right side, able to get to the pylon for the score to put Atkins back in front, 13-10 with 4:25 left in the half. Kenny Rivas will come on to attempt the extra point.
Kenny Rivas kicking 21 for 25 on the season. That's a tremendous clip for a high school kicker. Looking to make that 22 of 26 on PATs. Kick is up. And that kick is good. That's going to bring our score to 14-10. Atkins Red Devils lead the Melbourne Bearkatz. There's 4 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the first half.
And we're going to take a 30-second break on the air. We'll come back with more Red Devil football right after this on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Whether marching
And we are back here. The Red Devil Band is serenading us with the beautiful sound of the Atkins fight song. Kenny Rivas is the man coming out to kick this thing off. Red Devils lead Melbourne 14-10. We have 4 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the first half. Good drive there by the Atkins offense, Scott.
Yeah, great answer by the Red Devils after Melbourne able to overcome a 1st and 30 at one point and score on their last drive. The Red Devils come back and retake the lead at 14-10.
Kick is up. Kenny slid down. Ball's going to be fielded around the 18-yard line. He's got some room, makes a man miss. He's shifty over there. He's going to fight forward and be brought down right around. Referee's going to place it at the 41-yard line, and the Melbourne Bearkats are going to have a great field position here to start their probably what's going to be their last drive before halftime.
Yeah, that was number 11 Williams who had the return there for Melbourne. You mentioned that Kenny slipped as he went to kick that ball off. And
Red Devils have a man.
Kick.
Red Devils have an injured man on the field. Our coaches are rushing out onto the field.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
who
that is.
I can't see a number. He was he looked little. Couldn't tell if he was injured or wobbly.
They were trying to help him up off the turf and eventually did get him up on his feet, and then he needed some assistance coming off the field, so the Red Devil coaches are out there now tending to him. While they do that, we're going to take another 30-second break, and we'll come right back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here on this chilly Friday night. The injured Red Devil at question was number 22, AMT, Austin Martin Trussell, who has been a pivotal piece in this Atkins Red Devil defense. Looking to see what Atkins is going to do to replace him on the field right now. Melbourne quarterback takes a snap. He is met immediately in the backfield after the handoff. That's going to be a loss of about a yard there. Good stop by the Red Devil defense to answer after the AMT injury.
Yeah, Solomon Lido getting in there to make contact along with another couple of Red Devils from that front seven. Just swallowed Carson Medina up right after he took the handoff. He was able to get nowhere.
Melbourne prepares to take the snap. Quarterback has it. It's going to be another nope, it's going to be another one of those wide out screens. He's got some room. He's making it happen. He is going to be tripped up. Good tackle there by the Red Devil defense to bring him up short. Lucas Sims, the man on the tackle. That's going to bring it up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, good job there by Lucas Sims. We mentioned before that Tanner Williams, number 11, the receiver for Melbourne, was the one who was able to make several Red Devils miss on that long touchdown earlier, and Sims able to make a sure tackle. And there's a pass by Melbourne out to the left side. That is going to be enough for the first down. Ball crosses midfield. That's number 87, Hammock, on the reception. Number 5, Kenny Rivas, making the stop for the Red Devils, but not until Hammock had enough for the first down. Ball at the Red Devil 46, so Melbourne has crossed into Red Devil territory. 2:50 left in the half.
Melbourne, 3 men out wide to the right side. Quarterback takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff to number 8. He is shifty, and he's trying to make it happen. He's going to get just a little bit on the play before the Red Devils bring him up for a stop. Actually, looks like he might be right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much doing there. Medina, the running back, trying to find some room on the right side, and the Red Devils just kept stringing him out toward the boundary and able to bring him down for no gain. Actually, they're going to say he lost about a half a yard on that one, so we're going to call it 2nd and 11.
Looking at the sideline here, Scott, number 22, AMT, is sitting up on the bench. Players coming over and checking in on him, seeing how he's doing. Don't know if we'll see him again tonight. Melbourne takes a snap. It's going to be a dump-off pass again to number 11. There's a good blocking ahead of him. He is going to be brought down for a stop there. Red Devil defense all over him again. Lucas Sims is a busy man tonight. He's going to bring him up short. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 Melbourne needs for the first down.
Yeah, good job by the Red Devil defense. That play looked like it had some potential. Williams went in motion toward the right side, broke back to the left, and then he caught the pass deep in the backfield, able to pick his way forward for a few, but the Red Devils rallied to him and brought him up short of the first down.
Melbourne has a man in motion to the left side. He's going to run backwards. It's going to be another wide out screen. They've been running it all night, and there he is. He's going to make it. Let's see
where they spot him.
It's going to be close. Man, I thought they had him dead to rights in the backfield, but
I did too. They did a good job setting that up.
yeah, he shuffled his way out of there. That's going to bring up 4th and about 3. 4th and 2, 4th and 3 here for the Bearkats. Red Devil defense needs to fire up and make a big stop here.
And Melbourne is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one along with them. There's 53 seconds left before halftime. Red Devils with a 14-10 lead. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with more Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here. Red Devils are still in the huddle awaiting to get back on the field for this play. It is 4th and 2, 53 seconds left here before halftime. What do you expect to see from the Melbourne offense, Scott?
Well, they've been moving the ball really well with that wide receiver screen, and in the last play they tried to screen to the tailback, and looked like it had a chance, but the Red Devils just rallying really well to the football there.
Red Devil faithful here in Melbourne are firing up on these stands. The ground is shaking beneath my feet. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, fighting up the middle, and that is going
he's
to.
going to have enough for the first down.
He's got.
No, actually.
Whoa. What happened there?
The ball.
Oh, he fumbled the ball. Red Devils came up with it. John Davis was the first man up with his hands up. Red Devils are going to take over after the fumble with 48 seconds left. What a nice turn of events there.
Yeah.
Cole Crawford's going to have a chance to get this ball down the field. I expect to see some shenanigans here from the Atkins Red Devil offense.
Or maybe some more tomfoolery.
Some tomfoolery and some shenanigans.
Some wacky antics.
We'll give him. I'd like to see him give him the business. Crawford takes a snap, looks immediately to his right side. He's got Davin Bowden, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Cole is the one man to beat, and he is going to. Cole did enough to get him tripped up, but man, what a great read by the cornerback over there.
Yeah, just undercut that route. Ball intended for Davin Bowden, and a great play there on defense by, I believe that was number 12.
Yeah.
Cole Bookout for Melbourne, and that's going to set them up inside the 20.
Yeah,
actually inside the 15.
That was
with 38 seconds left before half.
Man, tremendous play there by the defender for Melbourne just to read that play down. You are certainly in field goal range for your excellent kicker.
Yeah,
38 seconds left here on the clock. Red Devil defense. The quarterback is back there. He's got pressure on him. The Red Devils are on him. He's going to get brought down for a huge sack, but there is a penalty flag that looks like they're going to get him for a horse collar.
I don't know about that. He was just a jersey.
It was
he
a jersey pull.
Jersey. I'm not sure what that call is.
They're going to call that a horse collar, but he had a handful of jersey on that one, folks.
Let's see.
Looks like they're coming for a conversation.
Yeah, we've got the official on the far side over there who's now coming in to talk to the white hat.
What's happening here?
He's going to relay something to the Melbourne side, so I think they're going to get Melbourne for a hold.
Yep.
That was Dayton Rawlings who came in there. And
he was booking it.
Yeah. Dayton is it is a hold on the Bearkatz. So Dayton is not your typical defensive lineman.
No.
He's a little on the shorter side, but man, he is a ball of energy and
yeah, he is.
And sprinter on the track team, believe it or not, and a pretty dang good one at that.
Man, Dayton looked like a 3-year-old that just picked up a piece of candy he wasn't supposed to have. Man, he was running after him, chasing after him, brother. He was, my goodness, he was running after him like Bobby Boucher. Red Devil.
After a little bit of discussion, the Red Devil is going to decline that penalty.
It's going to be second and about 20. Quarterback takes a snap. He airs it out immediately. He's got a man over there. They're going to throw the flag. That
pass was out of bounds.
That was not a catchable ball. They're going to get the Red Devil. Yeah, they're going to get Dakota. We were talking about that on the way here. I think Dakota leads the team in PIs, but he also leads the team in deflected passes.
Yeah.
They're going to get that. They're going to get Dakota for a PI, but Scott, I think that thing was way uncatchable over there.
Yeah. And the official, another official, not the one who threw the flag, another official just ran up to Dakota Ham and gestured to him. I don't know if Dakota was questioning the call or what, but the official took exception to it.
What's happening
now
here?
Now we're marking it off against.
We're playing around here. I don't know what's.
Oh, they're gonna mark it off from the previous spot. So.
Yeah,
they're just bringing the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, and now they're going to mark the penalty yardage off.
Yeah, there's we mentioned tomfoolery. I didn't know this was the kind, but got some moving around that's happening out there on the field. Referees are getting this thing placed. This ball is going to be inside the 15.
It's taken us about 5 minutes to play 9 seconds in game time.
That is true.
We're sitting at 29 seconds on the clock.
Melbourne takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. He is going to be met by the second line of defense. He's going to be brought down after a gain of a couple. That's going to be a timeout for the Bearkatz.
That was Medina on the carry. He's able to get forward for a couple of yards. But Melbourne does call a timeout. We'll take one on the air with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
are back here on this very brisk Friday night. It's starting to get a little chilly, Scott. I brought sweatpants with me. Might have to put those on.
Might have to break out the long pants at halftime, he says.
The long johns.
Some of us came wearing our long pants. Others just brought them along in case.
Those, this millennial generation, we just come prepared. That's what it is. I guess. I don't know. 25.2 seconds left here in the first half. Red Devils trail Red Devils lead 14-10. Melbourne has another procedure penalty. That's their third or fourth on the evening. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, and most of them have come out of that formation. They motion a couple of guys over, and then they kind of get in a diamond stack formation just off of the left end of that offensive line, and they had a couple of guys just start early from that, and that's at least the second time they've done that out of that formation. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10.
They're on about the 14-yard line. Melbourne takes the snap. QB rolls to his left side. He's looking for a man. He's going to uncork it. It's going to be completed, and that's going to be enough to get it's going to be close to being a 1st and 10. Nope, or 1st and goal, excuse me. There's a lot of whistles happening.
Yeah, he went out of bounds. Kenny Rivas drove number 11, Tanner Williams, out of bounds, and I think the whistles they were trying to stop the clock.
Yep.
And you would think a hometown clock operator would be a little quicker on the stop button, but he let a few seconds run off the clock.
They're going to...
And now the official on the Melbourne side is going to go over and tell the clock operator to put some time on the clock.
This is, when we start to have delays like this, Scott, it's where I begin to talk about and think about Taco Bell. Not a sponsor officially, but maybe they would be one day.
And they did put 5 seconds on the clock, so 25 seconds left.
Interesting. Melbourne in that stack formation. Quarterback's going to take it. It's going to be a jet sweep. He's got some room. He's met immediately by the Red Devils, but Melbourne players are saying it's a touchdown. Nothing from the Red Devil defense yet. Nothing from the officials. Well, we've got some things from the officials, but looks like we've got another timeout on the field for Melbourne.
And we do have a Red Devil down.
We do have an injured Red Devil. I can't see who that is over there.
80, Lucas Sims, who is now up on his feet.
The valiant senior is not somebody that this team wants to see go down. We do have a timeout on the field.
We're going to keep it right here. I don't think it's going to take too long.
I don't think so either. We are down at the 1 yard line, 12.9 seconds left here in the game. Like we said, it's taken us 15 minutes to play 30 seconds. Several penalties have taken place down here. We're just trying to get to halftime. I'm trying to get over here to where I can put some pants on. But
oh, I'm glad we don't have a camera on us.
That is. I do currently have on pants.
He does have on some
shorts.
semblance of pants. He has on shorts.
I do have on shorts. So there's
not quite to the felony level yet, but
I'm gonna be fired. That's. I can hear the school board getting ready to type up that pink slip as we speak.
Will they start calling you pantsless Zach of Atkins?
Maybe they'll say that when I get up to preach on Sunday morning. 12 minutes and 9 seconds left here.
12.9 seconds.
Excuse me,
left.
12.9.
It feels like 12 minutes left.
It's been 12 minutes and 9 seconds, but 12.9 seconds left here on the clock. Atkins leads 14-10. We're at the 1 yard line.
Melbourne looking to punch it in and retake the lead.
And that's a low snap. Number 8's going to have to make something of it.
And he does.
He does. He's going to get that touchdown. That is going to be a big momentum shifter for Melbourne going into halftime. They now take the lead 16-14 with their surefire kicker coming onto the field. We can only expect that he will punch this thing in as well.
Yeah, that's Fernando Ventura, the kicker, who is out there to attempt the extra point.
Kick is up, and that kick is right down the gut. That's going to be 17-14. Melbourne now leads the Red Devils. We have 9.4 seconds before halftime.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
East Main, and don't forget their Danville location.
And we are back here, 9 seconds left on the clock. Mason Martin, the man back for the Red Devils to take this thing back. Mason's been electric all year. Certainly wouldn't put it past the Dynamite Martin brother to take it back here, Scott, but I think they're probably going to be looking for that.
Yeah, he's got a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to his credit. He's going to not have a chance at this one. That's going to be Tanner Hegeman, who fields it at about the 7.
And Tanner is going to get brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. 2.6 seconds left on the clock. A long way to go here. I don't know what if I'm the coach here. I don't know what I call here. I'm certainly not Coach Dobbs.
Looks like they're going to put Cole Crawford out on the left side of the formation. He's going to be lined up at a receiver position. Jaden Martin in at the quarterback spot.
Back in that Wild Devil formation.
And Melbourne has 2 guys back at about the 40-yard line playing kind of that deep safety spot.
Jaden's trying to just dance around a little bit, trying to get some moving. He technically had enough, probably real close to a first down there, but it doesn't really matter. Time has run out here. It is now halftime, folks. The Red Devils trail the Bearkatz 17-14 here at homecoming in Melbourne.
And we're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back and recap the first half. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
I'm McKinley Kaufman, and I'm with senior football player Lucas Sims. So, Lucas, when did you start playing football?
I started in 6th grade, but I also played flag football before that. So, I've been playing for quite a while.
What made you decide to want to play football?
I mean, like, it's just been running through the family. Like, my grandpa, he played football. Dad played football. It's just kind of what you do. So.
Do you play any other sports?
I play basketball, and I used to play baseball, but I'm not a big fan of that. But I play basketball.
So between like those two, which one would be your favorite?
It'd probably be football.
And why is that?
I just like the environment. It's just a big brotherhood.
Yeah. Well, how would you describe the environment like in the field house on game days?
I don't know. It's different. Like, you have some people that like just get hopped up and all this and that, and then you also have some other people who's just real quiet, and that's how they just get locked in. So.
And what would you say you are? Are you someone that's really hopped up, or do you stay quiet and locked in?
I usually stay quiet. It kind of just depends on who I'm around. Like, if I'm around like Kenny, I'll be like just quiet and all this and that. But if I'm around Kellen, I'm going crazy.
So who is your football hype man?
That's probably my dad, because I mean he knows a lot about football. He tell me what's wrong and what's right, and he's always just bragging to me about what I've been doing right. But he also tells me what I've been doing wrong. So he really gets me going.
Would you say he's your like mentor in football?
Basically,
That's
yes.
Good. And what would be your like favorite Friday Night Light memory?
Does it have to be on the field?
No, just
all right.
What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory is when Dawson got stuck in the bathroom stall. Yeah.
Where was this at?
This was at the field house. He couldn't find the door handle, so we went and go get Coach, and Coach was like, "How'd you get stuck?" He's like, "I couldn't find the door handle." And so we go back to his office to get the key, and Dawson's just walking behind us, and he found the door handle behind the toilet.
How long was he stuck in there for?
I don't know, like 10 minutes, because we didn't know what to do. We were all just laughing at him.
And what number are you in football?
80.
And is that number special or?
No, that's what I had, like 3 options when Coach Taylor. He gave me 3 options, and number 80 was the best one out of all of them.
And you're in 7th grade when you picked that?
I think so.
So
yeah.
you just been that all the way through. All right. And last question, what advice would you give to an underclassman today?
Don't skip reps when you work out. Like, be the biggest you can and play the toughest and never give up, because you want to be the best of your ability.
And that is Senior Spotlight with Lucas Sims.
Grade football player Ethan Burns. Ethan, don't know if he's listening tonight or watching the live stream on Red Devil Media Productions, but Ethan is battling cancer in the hospital right now, and our thoughts and prayers are with Ethan and his family, and know a lot of people in the Red Devil Nation are thinking about the Burns family and praying for him as well. So we just want to say hi to Ethan and tell you just keep fighting, man, and we're fighting with you.
Sir, absolutely. Prayers going up there. As many of you know, Scott and I are both pastors, and Wednesday night at our youth meeting, took some time to pray for Ethan. Been praying for him quite a bit.
Yeah, we did that as well in our Wednesday night youth group.
Yep.
So hopefully all of the churches around will be lifting him up and praying together. I also want to say hi to junior Red Devil Alan Horn, wide receiver. He's not making the trip tonight. He's been dealing with illness all week long and been out of school. And Alan, we hope you feel better soon, and we miss you, buddy.
Absolutely, and shout out to our senior production manager, Zayden Cunningham. Also could not make it tonight, and he's been battling an illness as well. So if you're going to be watching this live stream back a little bit, you're going to notice that scoreboard is not working as well. And that's because we don't have our main man Zayden here. Also because we don't have any internet service,
That's
and
true.
It stopped connecting with the computer.
Yeah.
So if you're watching our live stream, folks, I do apologize for not having the score bug up tonight, but sometimes it just is what it is.
Yep, we are at the mercy of the internet sometimes when we travel, and there's not much here. We've tried every carrier imaginable to get service here, and we can get almost none. So we're glad to be bringing it to you on 100.9 Quick FM, though. And shout out to all the folks back there helping us bring the action to you tonight. Do have a few stats to pass along to you. In the first half, Mason Martin had 6 carries for 83 yards. Of course, the bulk of that came on that first play, the first offensive play. He had a 60-yard run there, and Mason also has a touchdown on the night. Jaden Martin has 7 carries for 38 yards. Cole Crawford, 2 carries for 7 yards. Cole is 5 of 7 passing for 36 yards, had a touchdown, and then had the interception there toward the end of the first half. Davin Bowden has 2 catches for 13 yards. Jaden Martin with a catch for 12 yards. Mason Martin with the catch for 6 yards for the touchdown. Tanner Hegman 1 catch for 5 yards, and Kenny Rivas is 2 for 2 on PATs for the night. So Red Devils got on the board first, scored on a 6-yard pass from Cole Crawford to Mason Martin. Kenny Rivas added the PAT to make it 7-0, and then Melbourne came back and answered with a 34-yard field goal from Fernando Ventura to cut the lead to 7-3, and that rounded out the scoring in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Melbourne took the lead with a 56-yard pass that they then added the conversion at 10-7. And then Mason Martin answered back with a 9-yard rushing touchdown to make it 13-10. Kenny Rivas tacked on the PAT to make it 14-10. Melbourne was not finished. Just before half, they were able to push it in for a 1-yard touchdown and take a 16-14 lead. And Ventura nailed the extra point to make it 17-14. And that's where we sit at halftime, 17-14, with Melbourne in the lead on their homecoming night. So Red Devils looking to spoil another schools' homecoming. So far, we're 3-0 on homecoming, Zach.
We are.
We won Episcopal's homecoming. We won Mountain View's homecoming. Last week, won our own homecoming, and would love to make it 4 for 4 tonight here at Melbourne as they celebrate their homecoming.
Absolutely. Love to make it 4 for 4. Would love to go to 4-0 in the conference. That's a great way to start. We're coming up we are now in the back half of the season. Conference games are crucial at this point because everybody's going to be vying, trying to get home field advantage for the playoffs. And I know that's one of those things that could very well be at stake in this game. As we saw last week, Melbourne did take the win. Melbourne did take the loss against Mayflower. So yeah. Mayflower coming in, they're tied with us conference-wise as top dogs in the conference. So if Atkins wants to get that home field advantage for playoffs, which is so precious,
yeah,
you cannot undersell the value of being able to play at home when it's freezing cold outside for a big-time playoff game. Atkins needs the big win here tonight.
Yeah, and we've had a couple of big home crowds we've seen this year. You know, the Dover game, we had a huge crowd. Last week, homecoming, big crowd, vocal crowd that made a big difference in that game, especially down the stretch. So it'd be nice to get a playoff game at home. Right now, the conference standings look like this. Mayflower and Atkins sit atop at 3 wins, 0 losses, both of them right there at the top. Salem and Quitman in the next spot, they're both 2-1. Melbourne and Mountain View right below them, they're at 1-2. And then Yellville and Episcopal Collegiate at 0-3. Tonight, Yellville Summit is at Salem. Mayflower is at Quitman. Episcopal is at Mountain View. Of course, the Red Devils here at Melbourne for homecoming. So, you know, anything can happen when you get into this conference play, and Quitman is a team that has scored a lot this year. They're one of the highest scoring offenses in their conference, and so it'd be interesting to see what they do as they host Mayflower tonight. Mayflower, we mentioned in the pregame, was held to just 13. That's a season low for them as they played this Melbourne squad last week down at Mayflower. A really low-scoring affair. Mayflower able to come away with a 13-10 win. Melbourne scored late, and they had a chance to score about 3 minutes before they actually scored. They scored with 1:30 left in the game and fumbled the ball inside the Mayflower 5-yard line with about 4.5 minutes left, or that game could have been a completely different outcome. So really anything can happen when you get into conference play. The Red Devils just need to control their own destiny. They need to take care of business here tonight and have moved the ball pretty well at times, just had a turnover at an inopportune time there down the stretch, and Melbourne able to cash in and take the lead going into half. We're going to take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back and get you set for the second half. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here on this brisk Friday night. While we were during the break, we did a little digging, found some scores. Mayflower leads Quitman right now in the second quarter. Mayflower leads 14-7. So Atkins and Mayflower, the two undefeated teams left in conference play. They currently have the lead against Quitman, while Atkins trails here 17-14 on Melbourne's homecoming. Clock is saying we've got about 6 minutes and 42 seconds left here before we kick off into the third quarter.
Yeah, and the teams will come back out about the time that clock winds down, and they'll put 2-3 minutes back on and allow them a little warm-up time. And so we anticipate that we're about 8 to 9 minutes away from second half kickoff. Gave you some offensive stats just a moment ago before we went to the break. Give you some defensive stats for the Red Devils. So far, the first half, Lucas Sims leads the way with 4.5 tackles, and John Davis and Kenny Rivas each have 3. Austin Martin Trussell also with 3 tackles. He left in the second quarter there with an injury. Not sure what his status is for the second half. We'll keep an eye on that. Dayton Rawlings had a couple tackles, including a sack, and he's been in the backfield a lot tonight. Jaden Martin with 2 tackles. Blake Mitchell with 2.5 tackles. He's done a good job tonight. We mentioned him working himself back into playing shape after missing most of the first part of the season with injury. Good to see him back out there and performing well. Tate Sweden with a couple of tackles. So a lot of different guys getting in on the action on defense. That defense is going to have to step up in the second half and really put the clamps on this Melbourne football team. And the offense, Red Devil offense, is just going to have to sustain drives and put points on the board. You know, we've come from behind in all season long. Last week we were down 2 scores in the second half. You know, Salem got that touchdown right before halftime and came out and scored on their opening possession of the third quarter and put Atkins down 2 scores. And it was at that point, you know, some of us were kind of thinking, well, we've been here before. We've seen this scenario
Right.
the last few years play out, and that's a chance for a team to really lay down and die. And the Red Devils, to their credit, did not do that. They played really well in the second half after that initial score by Salem and limited them to just 1 more and came away with a 40-36 win. So this team, no stranger to coming back in the second half and winning a game. So this is not an insurmountable lead by any stretch of the imagination.
No, we've got a 3-point lead here. I think defensively what Atkins has got to do in this second half, they've got to find an answer to that wide receiver screen.
Yeah.
They have been getting it out to some skill players on the edge, and those skill players have been eating our lunch. So I don't know if we need to put some more DBs in there, have some more guys spy over on that side, because they're not really killing us up the middle. The defensive line has done well preventing plays from going up the middle. But those bubble screens, those wideout screens, and just kind of their little dump-off passes are they've just been tearing us up, eating us alive.
Yeah, particularly number 11, Tanner Williams. When they get the ball in
Yes.
his hands, some good things happen. He's shifty, able to make a few guys miss, and he had that long touchdown run. They were facing second and 30 at the time, and he caught a little screen out to the left side, just a little flare pass, and he put the brakes on and made a couple of cuts and made every guy out there miss. He juked 4 Red Devil defenders en route to a score there. So, going to have to keep an eye on him and be sure with the tackling in the second half. You know, if you get to a guy, you got to wrap him up and bring him down and not give him a chance to make any more moves and get any additional yards. But I'm sure that the Red Devil defensive staff, Coach Jeff Harrelson, the defensive coordinator, and the coaches are talking about that very thing in the locker room at halftime and getting these guys ready to come back out in the second half and flip the script a little bit.
I hope so. I think you're exactly right, Scott. I was talking to high school principal Chris Taylor on the way up here and talking about the adjustments that this Atkins coaching staff has been able to make at halftime all season long. And they've done well at making some adjustments, especially last week. Like you said, last week with a come-from-behind win, really kind of got in a bad way there. Salem had all the momentum after that first opening touchdown drive of the second half. And Atkins answered back, scored some, I think it was 3 touchdowns unanswered. They were able to drive down the field, make some things happen. The ball kind of fell their way a couple of times. But I'm looking to see more of the same things. Coach Dobbs and this football staff have done a really good job all season of keeping their guys prepared. They have not been no moment has been too big for them this season.
Yeah.
Which is a lot to say for a team that 2 years ago 0-10,
Yeah.
this year 2-8. And one thing that I'm not sure, I don't remember if we've talked about it tonight yet, but Melbourne was the team that dashed away the Red Devils' playoff hopes last season. Even at 2-10, or
Yeah.
excuse me, 2-8, the Red Devils had a chance at the playoffs last year, and Melbourne was the team that squashed those hopes. So I think there may be a little bit of vengeance in the eyes of these seniors and those guys that were on that team. Hopefully they can channel some of that, come out in this second half, will have a little bit of stank in the tank.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. Some of these guys were there. They remember that feeling. Had a chance to win that game. Really should have won the game, and it got away from them at the very end. So I know they were disappointed with that. It's odd we talked about it, last year when we were up here for that game. To sit at 2, to come in at 2-7 and think you got a chance at the playoffs is just odd. But there were 7 teams in the conference at that point before they did the realignment. So 4 teams from the conference go to the playoffs, and it was Atkins and Melbourne just vying for that last spot, fighting it out, and Melbourne able to do enough to get that last playoff spot and dash the Red Devils' hopes to get to the postseason. But this year, things looking a little bit different. Red Devils with a much better chance, and they control their own destiny. Just got to take care of business here in the second half.
At the same hand, Melbourne looks like a different team too.
They do.
Both teams playing much better football, much better brand of football than last year. The Red Devils have over doubled their wins for the last 2 years combined.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a testament to this coaching staff, testament to the players that want to play. Same thing to Melbourne, man. They're turning this team around. They've played very well in this first half. I've been a little bit surprised by it. I didn't know a whole lot what to expect from Melbourne, but their offense and they found a weakness with Atkins, and they're picking us apart. The Red Devils are starting to come out of the locker room. The Bearkatz are already out on the field for their warm-ups. We are getting ready to come back to you here at the top of the third quarter.
Yeah, we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and get you set for second half kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here, folks. Both teams are warmed up. Melbourne heading to the sideline. Looks like we're going to be getting ready for kickoff. It should be the Red Devils kicking off to Melbourne to start this third quarter as Atkins took the kick to start the first half. Cole Crawford and Ethan Lindboom trading passes here on the sideline, warming up together, getting warmed up for this very important second half of football here. Every game is important from here on out.
Cole a little banged up in that first half. He looks good on the sidelines. They're throwing back and forth with Ethan Lindboom. Looks like he's shaking off any of the ill effects of that hit that he delivered on that rushing attempt. And he's got a hand warmer that I think he's going to put on there.
Yep.
On the sidelines.
It's chilly out here, folks.
Is.
Up in the up a little bit higher altitude than we have down in Atkins, and it's a little nippy up here.
A little chilly up here in Izard County.
It is, old Izard County. A little brisk, We're gonna have to. I think there's gonna be several of these boys are gonna be pushing to stay warm, especially Cole keeping his hands warm is gonna be very key for any quarterback. Got to be able to feel the ball if you're gonna throw the ball.
That's right. You don't want to have those numb hands.
No. Red Devils special teams heading out onto the field. Coach Snow has those boys ready to kick this thing off. Hey, I'll say this, the Red Devil special teams kicking unit looks much better than it did at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, first couple of games they were getting gashed on kickoffs, and they have shored that up in a big way, and I hope we don't jinx them with that.
I shouldn't have said anything at all, Scott.
Know.
My apologies.
If they run this one back, I'm blaming you.
Credit to Coach Snow. Don't tell him I said anything, though. Kenny Rivas, the man, with a rolling kick there. It's going to bounce. It's going to be taken around. Well, he's going to make it down to about the 35-yard line. That's not a tremendous return, but he's going to make something there. Red Devils are going to set up on defense here right. Referees are going to put it right at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, high kick there by Kenny, not a particularly long one, end over end.
Yeah.
Bounced and fielded on the hop there by Melbourne. They were able to return it out to the 34. They've actually got it spotted on the 33 now, so that's where Melbourne was set up for their first possession of the second half.
Look to see if Atkins has any adjustments made for this for these bubble screens. Melbourne takes a snap. Quarterback looks for his man. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Good job, Red Devils keeping their hands up. Good tip there to start this the second half.
Yeah, and that's what they teach you. You know, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, knock that ball down, and that's what the Red Devils did there on Melbourne's first play of the second half. And they spotted the ball at the 35. Now the umpire comes in and moves it back to the 33. That would be a big gift for Melbourne to get a two yards on an incompletion.
That's right. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback takes snap. It's a hand. He's going to keep it himself around the left side. There's nobody there. He's got good block. That's a hold right here.
Blatant hold.
And there, the penalty flag is thrown. Red Devil defender was being held. I believe he's owed dinner in a movie at this point.
Yeah, that was Kenny Rivas. He just got wrapped up. And that was right in front of the official, and he was late getting his flag. Maybe I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say his hands were cold, and he just couldn't. He fumbled around and couldn't find his flag.
I think he owed Kenny dinner in a movie. My goodness. Number 3, but as a side note, number 3 is wearing something on his helmet I've never seen before with a high school football player. He's what looks like a Guardian cap.
Yeah, he is wearing a Guardian cap.
The NFL has started to allow players to wear those. This is the first time I've seen a high school or college player, for that matter, have on a Guardian cap.
It's just that soft outer shell that they wear snapped over the helmet.
Supposed to be preventative of concussions and things like that.
Yeah.
Melbourne ready to take the snap. QB takes it. It's going to be a handoff. He is going to be met immediately. Drugged down. That is number 22, AMT Austin Martin Trussell. Great to see him back in the game after a scary second. Yeah, not that the injury looked horrendous or anything, but a man goes down. You have concern about it. But good to see him back in the game, pursuing men with violent intention.
Yeah, and he ran him out of bounds there for no gain. So it's, well, actually gain a couple, so it'll be 3rd and 11.
Red Devil faithful firing up over here. Quarterback takes the snap. He's
where he is met by number 80 Lucas Sims and number 20 Wyatt Hearn. Gain of about 3. It's going to be second goal from the 7 for Melbourne. And that time the man in at quarterback for Melbourne was number 11, Tanner Williams, who has done the damage at the receiver position. He's going to stay in at quarterback in the shotgun formation, empty backfield. 2 receivers bunched to the left. He gives it to a man in motion around the left side. That is number 6, Ty Gilliam, and he is in for the touchdown.
Right up the gut. That's going to be a big touchdown for Melbourne. That is going to be a big touchdown for Melbourne. They are now up 23-14, 9:56 left here. Man, Scott, that huge catch there by number 87, Malcolm Hammock, just gave them the momentum, and they're coming out big here in third quarter.
Yeah, and Venturion for the extra point. It's good, and that's going to push the lead to 24-14. Melbourne with a 10-point advantage to open the third quarter. This is Red Devil football on 100.9 Quick FM. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
And we are back here, folks. Red Devils trail the Melbourne Bearkats 14-24, 9:56 left here in the third quarter. This is not how Atkins want to start the second half, Scott.
No, it's not, but it's not unfamiliar territory. We saw the same thing happen last week against Salem.
Literally.
Salem came out and scored on their opening possession of the third quarter, and Melbourne has kind of followed that same game plan tonight. They get set to kick it off to the Red Devils.
Melbourne, tremendous kick. That's going to be fielded in the end zone. Mason Martin, the man fielding it, but that's going to be a touchback, going to bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be where Red Devils start their offensive drive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Red Devils looking to answer that Melbourne touchdown and cut that lead back down, get it back to a one-score game. They're going to have to go 80 yards to do it.
9:55 on the clock here. Mason Martin, the running back behind Cole Crawford. Red Devils in the pistol formation. Cole takes a snap. It's a handoff to Mason. He's trying to make something happen. He's got room. He is headed down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. He is going to get brought down. He's going to get brought down right at the 21-yard line. Tenacious run there by Mason Martin, making some magic happen for the Red Devils. Huge run on first down.
Mason had a 60-yard run to open the game, and on the opening play, the opening possession of the second half, he has a 59-yard run.
There we go, handoff this time to Jaden Martin, having to dance around a little bit, not much to go. He's going to fall forward, looks to gain about 2 yards, bring up about 2nd and 8 for the Red Devils here. Man, lightning in a bottle Mason Martin has been tonight at the first carry, the first half, first carry, the second half.
Yeah, on those 2 plays alone, he's got 119 yards rushing.
Gracious. Cole Crawford takes a snap, rolls to the left side, looking for a man. There's nobody there. He's going to have to make something happen over here. Big block by the Red Devil. Oh, no. The refs. Cole is going to get in here. He takes a big shot. Referees are going to call a crackback block.
Yeah,
Refs are going to call a crackback block. But, man, folks, the Atkins offensive line came up huge for their quarterback there. What do they want him to do? Play patty cake on the field? Dadgum.
Yeah, they're going to call it. Yeah, that is a crackback block. And that's,
man.
And the Red Devil fans not happy with that call.
I can hear him in my ear, so I know you can hear him on the radio. Red Devil, like I said, Red Devil offensive line came up big for their QB, gave him some room to cut back and try to make Cole made it down almost to the goal line there, and they're going to back it up all the way. Red Devil offensive line, refs are going to call him just a bit tenacious there. I thought it was a good block, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do as a lineman. Your quarterback is scrambling around. He goes to the far side of the field and then tries to come back this side. He's got two guys pursuing him. If you're an offensive lineman, your job is to block. It's to protect your quarterback, and that's what he was doing.
Cole Crawford takes a snap, looks to his left side. He's got a man. It's complete. He's having to dance around. That's Tanner Hegeman trying to make something happen. He's going to get slung down. He's not going to get anything.
Maybe a half yard.
Man, just
forward progress.
He had
not much
nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. But you're right, Scott. What do you do if you're an offensive lineman? You've got guys chasing your quarterback. I mean, you can't give up on the play. You block them, and then you get a flag called.
Yeah. And I understand they're trying to protect the players who just don't see the block coming, but
that's going to be a handoff to Mason Martin. He's met again at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a bunch for the Red Devils. Man, all that momentum just got absolutely ate up there by that penalty call.
Yeah, that penalty really set them back, and so 4th and 22.
Man.
For the Red Devils. Coach Austin Dobbs communicating into his junior quarterback, Cole Crawford.
Crawford takes the snaps, looking for a man. He's got some pressure, looks to his right side, and we've got another penalty flag on the play. Cole is hit. That ball is incomplete. There was a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage. I'm sure it'll be holding against the Red Devil offensive line, which will be declined most likely.
That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yep. Red Devil defense is going to take over right here, right around the 33, 32-yard line. Man, such promise there on that drive, and man, all for naught.
Yeah, big play by Mason Martin to open things on that drive, and then unfortunately the penalty just sets you back and not able to overcome that, and they give the ball back to Melbourne, who has been really, really efficient the last couple times they've had the ball. Melbourne quarterback takes the shotgun snap. He rolls out to his left. Pass is complete to Williams, and he's dancing around, making a few guys miss.
He's made several guys miss. Poor tackling by the Red Devils here. Jay just cannot get a hold of him. And that's going to be plenty for the first down, bringing the ball just shy of midfield. First down for the Bearkats.
Lucas Sims with the tackle there. Add to his stat sheet for the night, but I'm sure the Red Devil coaching staff would much prefer the front 7 guys to make the tackle rather than the back 3 or 4.
Yeah, you got a safety coming in leading the team in tackles. That's not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
Red Devil defense have got to fire up here if they want to make a stop. Melbourne has a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. He's got some room. He is going to be tackled down, but not after a significant gain. Going to get about half the yards he needs. Should be about 2nd and 5.
I believe that was Dayton Rawlings who grabbed a hold of the jersey and just held on. Medina was the one who carried the ball right up the middle. And Melbourne has a player shaken up a little bit on that play. That's number 5, Sean Wortham, who's slow, making his way off the field. Got an official's timeout for just a second here.
Well, nope, they're sending him right back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not going to be any timeout on the field.
They were just giving Wortham a little time to get off the field.
Red Devil defense getting backed up here. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. He's got room, and he's got a plenty for the first down. He's trying to make it down the sideline. He is going to go out of bounds. Looks to be around the, can't see.
They're going to mark him at 35.
That's right. Man, another big run there for Melbourne. They've got all the momentum rolling here against Atkins.
Yeah, that was Medina again on the carry off the right side, and he was able to get plenty for the first down. They're going to mark it just inside the 35. Melbourne with the ball at the Atkins 34.
Melbourne quarterback takes a snap. It's first down. He's got a man open over there on the side. It's overthrown That's going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, 6:12 left here in the third quarter. Melbourne has the ball 2nd and 10 on the Atkins 34-yard line. They are pushing forward, trying to run the score up. For now, Red Devil defense has a stop there.
Yeah, a couple of receivers in that pattern there for Melbourne, and the quarterback just overthrew them both.
Coach Dobbs very fired up on the sideline here. Quarterback takes a snap. He is going to roll to the right side. He's going to just throw the ball out of bounds. Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Red Devils. The Red Devil coaching staff is not happy at all with the officiating. Coach Harrelson and Coach Dobbs letting them know about it. I'm not sure what's going on, but the White Hat is now coming over to have a little meeting with Coach Dobbs.
Yeah, Coach Dobbs very animated about something here. I think he's still not.
He's not
satisfied.
Pleased at all. Coach Dobbs and the White are having some intense fellowship over there. 5:50 left on the clock. 3rd and 10. Melbourne on the 34-yard line, headed towards the Atkins goal. And now the referee's got to have a chat about it. Coach Dobbs has had a point that he wanted to get across, and it seems as if he has indeed gotten that point across. Now the other side judge is going over to have a chat with Melbourne's coach.
And we will eventually get back to play.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm sure we'll get some clarification on that towards the end of the game here. For now, Melbourne takes a snap. He is going to fight forward. He's not going to have enough of the first down, not even close. That should bring up about 4th and 7, 4th and 8. Yeah, about 4th and 8.
The give again to Medina, number 8. He's had the hot hand for Melbourne, but not able to make anything happen in the middle of that Red Devil defensive front to make it 4th and long, 4th and 8. And they are going to come out and attempt a long field goal here. It's going to be spotted at the 40, so it's going to be a 50-yard attempt for Ventura.
My goodness, they said he's got a leg. Let's see. It is down, and the referees have.
And they're going to call offsides on the Red Devils.
Well,
so that's going to give them 5 more yards.
It's going to be 4th and 5 here. Assuming they're probably going to, I don't know if they're going to kick it now or not. 5 yards.
Well, that'll make it 4th and about 3 once they mark off the penalty. So.
My apologies, they had not changed the scoreboard yet.
But it's going to make what would have been a 50-yard attempt. About
45.
a 45-yard attempt.
Yep, 45-yard field goal, which for a high school kicker, folks, that's a bomb.
And Ventura does have a good leg. We'll see if he's got enough for this one.
The hold is down. Kick is up. Man, he's got the distance for it. My goodness.
Yeah, it's good.
That ball is good. Wow. That is the longest kick I've ever seen a high school kicker make. And that's going to bring the score 27-14. Red Devils trail. We got 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And we'll take a 30-second break. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here, folks. Melbourne set to kick this ball off. 5 minutes exactly left here in the third quarter. Red Devils trail 14-27. Now, Scott, I'm still not sure what the Red Devil coaching staff was discussing with the referees here. I don't know if we're going to find out what that was. But nonetheless, the Red Devils have their work cut out for them here as that ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Atkins will take over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. They got 80 yards if they want to put this thing in the end zone.
Yeah, Ventura just nailed a 45-yard field goal, and then he plants that one about 5 yards deep in the end zone, so the Red Devils will take over at their own 20-yard line to start this possession. Melbourne has scored 17 unanswered going back to the second quarter, so the Red Devil offense needs to sustain a drive here. Had a big explosive play on that last drive and just not able to finish the drive. Now need to put some points on the board before this one gets out of hand.
That's right. Jaden Martin, the running back in the backfield for the Red Devils. It's going to be a faked handoff. Cole's looking downfield. It's going to be a dump pass off to Lucas Sims. Ball is led just a little bit too far. Lucas cannot pull it in. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 4:55 left here in the third.
And Lucas had a little bit of room there in that second level of the Melbourne defense. Pass just sailed just over his head. Able to get a fingertip on it, not able to bring it in. So it will be 2nd and 10.
Crawford takes a snap, handoff to Mason Martin. He's electric, trying to make some moves. He's going to get brought down after a pickup of a couple. Not enough for the first down, but certainly a more manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, it's going to be about 3rd and 7. Looked like Mason had a chance maybe to get a little more there, but that hole closed up in a hurry. Melbourne rallied to the ball.
Cole takes a snap, looks for a wide receiver. He gets rid of it. He's got a man in the area, and it is overthrown. Lucas Sims was the intended receiver on that play, and that's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Red Devils here on their own 23-yard line. And the punt team is going to be going out onto the field. Not what we needed, Scott.
No, 3 and out is not what you want to do when you've got an opponent that has been red hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've been able to hold them to a couple of field goals, but, hey, points are points, and Melbourne's taking them right now. Red Devil defense need to make a big stop there, but now the offense need to make a big drive. Huge punt there. That ball's going to go out of bounds right around the 45-yard line.
They should mark that at about the 47.
They're going to call. Well,
oh, wow.
That's a good spot.
That is a really good spot.
They're going to call that ball out of bounds at the Melbourne 44-yard line. Big punt there by number 10, Cole Crawford. And that's going to be where Melbourne offense takes over. Defense is going to have to make a stop here.
Yeah, and they're capable of it. We've seen them take control already this season. They can certainly do that. They're going to have to get fired up. Melbourne is absolutely riding high right now.
Yep.
Need to get a turnover here or a turnover on downs, get the ball back to that offense.
QB takes a snap. It's a direct handoff. Number 8 has it. He's got room. Man, that kid is fast. And he is not going to have enough for the first down, but he certainly gets some good yardage on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Bearkatz.
Number 8 again, Carson Medina, who took it out to the right side, able to cut it back up and find a little gap to get about 4.
We've said his name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, it's been Medina with the run game and Tanner Williams with the passing game that's really hurt the Red Devils.
Quarterback takes snap, looks to his right side. He's got a man downfield. And again, you mentioned his name. Number 11, Tanner Williams, was the man that comes down with the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Bearkatz there in well into Red Devil territory.
Yeah, great catch by Williams. He climbed the ladder to get that one, took a shot, held onto the ball, able to come down with it for a first down. So Melbourne with a new set of downs. Ball at the 44 of the Red Devils. 3:24 left in the third quarter.
Red Devil defense looking to make a stop here. Quarterback takes a snap. It's a handoff right up the gut. He's met by several Red Devils, but he is going to fight forward for some yards.
Dayton Rawlings, number 60 on the tackle. They're going to give Medina about 3 on that one. 2nd and 7. Number 74, Seth Davis checking in. Number 79, Camden Newby coming off on that defensive line, and Blake Mitchell coming off at a linebacker spot. Tate Sweden going in, number 2 at the middle linebacker position. And we've got a flag on the play, and that's going to be a procedure penalty against Melbourne. That's going to back them up 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
Red Devil defense catch a good break there, needed that break. Still in Atkins territory here. Melbourne has the ball, 2nd and 11 on the 46-yard line of the Red Devils. 2:47 left here in the third quarter. Quarterback takes snap, looks immediately to the right side. That pass is completed, and he's got room to run.
Williams.
That's going to be a touchdown for the Bearkats. Atkins could not make the stop happen. That's a big touchdown. Melbourne now goes up 3 scores, 33-14, with 2.5 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's just that quick out. We've seen that all night long. Quarterback just takes a snap, immediately turns to his right.
Yeah.
Finds Tanner Williams over there, and he races up the left side. Looked like a Red Devil had a chance to bring him down at the 10. He broke through that tackle and carried it into the end zone. Ventura on for the extra point.
Red Devils have had no answer to that so far. PAT is up, and it is good. That'll bring the score 34-14. Melbourne leads Atkins by 20. 2:34 left here in the third quarter.
We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here this cold Friday night. The Atkins sideline feels kind of cold right now. The stands certainly feel cold. Red Devil cheerleaders and the band are trying to fire up the crowd here to get these boys going. Atkins trails the Bearkats 14-34. And that is a line kick. That should go back into the end zone, and it does. That's another touchback. That'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. Atkins again. 80 yards to go if they want to score.
Yeah, and the last couple times had the ball, just not able to finish drives. You know, had a good one going to start the third quarter, but the last one, 3 and out. Going to have to pack up some yardage here, pile on some yardage, move the sticks. You know, you're down 20. Still plenty of time to go.
Plenty.
You can't get it all back in one play, so you just got to go one play at a time. Stack up some first downs and then put the ball in the end zone.
Takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper there. He's going to fight forward for about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2 on that one, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Red Devils. Ball at their own 22-yard line. Number 5 Wortham for Melbourne with the tackle.
Jaden Martin is the running back in the backfield. We've got we have a penalty flag on the play.
You know, we've got a stoppage in play, and the officials are sending off number 5 Wortham.
Not sure what he signaled there. He made the McDonald's sign.
Yeah, that's an official's timeout. I think there was an equipment issue maybe with
so.
Wortham, and they're going to bring a replacement on for him.
That was the white hat. He got to look at him and immediately send him off to the sideline for something. Red Devils have it 2nd and 8 on the 22-yard line. 2:08 left here in the third quarter. Cole takes a snap, looks to his left. He's got a man there. He's going to try to fight forward. That is not enough to get a first down.
Kind of a high tackle there.
Yeah, fans are calling for the horse collar tackle there. We're not going to get that one.
No flags.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 for the Red Devils here. Struggling to get the ball moving. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Red Devils trail 34-14.
And the clock is rolling, so.
It is.
You know, down 20. Probably going to have to, at some point, speed things up just a little bit.
Jaden Martin, the QB at the Wild Devil. formation. Takes a snap. He's immediately going forward. He's fighting. He is not going to have enough to get the first down.
It's going to be close.
Where the referee spotted it, it looks like it may be a yard short.
The official on the near side has him close to the sticks, and they're looking at it. I think they may want to bring the chains out to measure this one. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, they're going to say fourth down. They're not even going to.
No, they're going to bring the chains out, it looks like.
Well, the white hat just signaled fourth down, so he's not intending to bring the chains out, and Coach Austin Dobbs out there to have a word with him.
Yeah, Coach Dobbs and this white hat have become well acquainted with each other this evening. And that they are signaling fourth down at this point. It's going to be 4th and inches here. I like you, Scott. I'm kind of surprised they're not bringing this thing out to measure.
Why not? Why not measure and just be sure? But instead, they're going to call it fourth down. And
Red Devils going to have to get this thing moving. Yeah, you're at a 20-point deficit. We're
under 1 minute.
Man, 55 seconds on the clock here in the third. Cole looking to the sideline.
And now the Red Devils are going to take a timeout.
Oh, man, you hate to burn a timeout right there.
And Coach Austin Dobbs is pointing to the official on this side saying, you had the spot right here, and you backed it up.
Yeah.
And that's what he's complaining about. I think the initial spot by the official on this side was enough for the first down, and the officials in the middle of the field didn't honor that spot. They moved it back, and Coach Austin Dobbs was looking for an explanation for that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Coaching staff not pleased here. Coach Harrelson out there having another word with the official. Red Devil coaching staff not pleased. But nonetheless, we have 47.6 seconds in the third quarter, and the Red Devils trail by 20. We got to get the ball moving.
Yeah, got to get things going.
This could stall out on a 4 and out, and that is not at all what the Red Devils need here.
Yeah, and I think that's probably part of what Austin Dobbs was frustrated about there is you're not even going to bring the chains out to measure and have a chance to turn it over on downs here. That would be a huge momentum swing for Melbourne.
Yes.
Not that they need any more momentum. It's all in their favor right now as they have taken a 20-point lead in this one.
Red Devil offense trying to get the ball moving. Cole Crawford, the man at QB, he goes under center, try to get a tush push on this play. They are fighting forward, and they look like they have plenty.
Should have enough.
That's plenty for the first down. Yeah, that's plenty for the first down. Blake Mitchell's going to come off. Lucas Sims goes on to the field. Cole Crawford in the backfield. Jaden Martin beside him. 43 and a half seconds left here in the third quarter. Red Devils trail by 20. They are on the 21-yard line. Crawford takes a snap. He is trying to move forward. He's got a little bit of room, but not much.
Yeah, initially some room there on the left side, and that hole closed quickly. He was able to make his way forward for about 4 yards, so the ball is going to be on the 35, on the Melbourne 35. Excuse me, the Red Devil 35.
2nd and 6, 10 seconds left here in the third. Crawford takes a snap, looks to his left side. He's going to try to put some air under it. It has got the distance, but
Tanner Hegeman was held.
Oh my goodness.
His jersey was held.
My goodness.
Right in front of the official, and there's no flag on that.
Nothing. My goodness. He had a fistful of jersey. Fistful of jersey, and the Red Devil faithful letting them have it here tonight. Tanner Hegeman was wide open going down the field. The ball was in perfect placement.
And he was held up just enough that it sailed over his outstretched fingertips. That would have been probably a walk-in touchdown if he's untouched on that one.
3rd and 6 here for the Red Devils.
And we got movement on the Red Devil offensive line.
It's going to be a false start for the Red Devils. Bring up 3rd and 11, 2.4 left here in the third quarter. Atkins unable to get any kind of momentum going their way tonight right now, Scott.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding this second half for sure.
Third and 11, 2.4 left here in the third. Crawford, empty backfield. Takes a snap, looks to his right. He's got to make something happen, and that ball is going to be batted down. Cole almost threw an interception there, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Red Devils trail 14-34 here at Melbourne's homecoming.
And we're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with fourth quarter action. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here. We are at the top of the fourth quarter. Red Devils trail 14-34. Melbourne Bearkats have had all the momentum going their way. They've gotten the calls. They've gotten the good plays in offense. Their coaching staff has done a good job of putting a game plan in place. Their wide receiver screens have ate the Atkins defense alive.
Yeah, and it's been Tanner Williams, number 11, who's done most of the damage there in the passing game for Melbourne. He's been very difficult for the Red Devil defense to bring down.
It's going to be 4th down and 11 for the Red Devils here. Cole Crawford has an empty backfield. Got to make something happen here. Cole rolls out to his right side. He's going to throw the ball. That ball is complete to his favorite target, Davin Bowden, and Davin is going to have plenty for the first down. Red Devils finally get the ball moving here.
So let's see if that opens things up a little bit for the Red Devil offense. They've been kind of plugging up the middle, has Melbourne, the last couple of possessions, and Cole sprints out to the right there, finds Davin Bowden with enough for first down yardage. He's going to push the ball up close to the 45. They're going to mark it at the 44.
Red Devils have 56 yards to go. Cole takes a snap. It's a direct handoff to Mason Martin. He's got some room. He's making something happen. Mason is going to be, should have enough for the first down carry there. And he does. That is a first down for the Red Devils now in Bearcat territory.
And that's how you get back into a game when you're down 20. You just keep piling up first downs, move the ball. Gain of 11 there by Jaden Martin.
Cole Crawford takes a snap, rolls to the right side. He's looking for his man. He's got Lucas Sims deep. And that ball is going to fall incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Lucas Sims. There was nobody out there. He parked in the back of the Walmart parking lot and had nobody around him.
Yeah, and Cole rolling to his right, throwing to his right. Ball just drifted a little bit on him, and Lucas ran out of real estate before he was able to pull that one down. That would have been a huge gain for the Red Devils.
There was nobody back there. If Lucas could have caught that one inbounds, that would have been a touchdown. Red Devils. Nonetheless, it is 2nd and 10. Ball on the Melbourne 45-yard line. 11 and a half left here in the fourth.
Red Devil receivers are finding some room on that Melbourne secondary.
Crawford takes the snap, looks for his man. He uncorks another one. It's Davin over there. Davin Bowden catches it. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Red Devils. Huge play. Huge play for the Red Devils. Cole Crawford uncorks a big pass. Davin Bowden goes back over his defender, reels it in.
And we saw Malcolm Hammock do that for Melbourne just a little bit ago, and that time Davin Bowden returned the favor. Ball just a little bit underthrown. Davin able to go up top and get it over the defender, and then able to break away from him and tiptoe down the sideline, staying in bounds, and he cashes in for a touchdown. The Red Devils needed that one in a big way.
Yes, sir. Red Devils trimmed the lead down to a 2-score lead. If Kenny Rivas can knock this thing back, what's I'm not sure what's happening here. It didn't look like the judges were in place.
The officials were not in position.
I'm not sure what they were doing.
I don't think the ball was ever marked ready for play, and
okay,
they snapped it. So
11.
The officiating crew has been a little bit lethargic at times. Sluggish, yeah.
They were, as my grandfather would have said, they're playing tiddlywinks on the sideline. You know the little stick game at Cracker Barrel? They're playing that over there. Hold is down. Kenny Rivas has the kick up. The kick is good. That'll bring the score 34-21. Red Devils trying to mount a comeback here. 11 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game.
We'll take a 30-second break. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions. Back after this.
Celebrate with us. Feel around.
And we're back here on this Friday night, folks. 11:19 left in the game. Red Devils have cut the lead down to 13. I can't feel my toes, Scott.
Those long pants you put on at halftime don't help your feet, huh?
No, they don't. I'm insulated everywhere else but the toes.
Maybe next time bring some footy pajamas with you.
I'll bring my hunting long johns.
There you
that's
go.
That's what I'll bring. Red Devils out here to get the kickoff. Kenny Rivas, another great night kicking extra points, but I'm pretty sure Kenny would rather have a win tonight.
And we fully expect we might see an onside kick attempt here.
It's set up over there for it. That's not necessary. Let's see what happens here. As you can hear the Red Devil band in the background. And that is an onside kick. Red Devils are trying to get there. The ball is out. Coach Dobbs is saying the Red Devils have it.
Let's see what the signal is.
Atkins coaching staff says they have it.
For it.
It's a fight down there at the bottom of the pile. Coaching staff says Atkins has it. Atkins has the ball. Huge onside kick for the Red Devils.
Trying to see who came up with that one.
I can't tell. I have no idea who had it.
I believe that
I think it was it AMT?
No, I believe that was John Davis who came up with that one.
Surprise, surprise. What an onside kick. Great play call there from special teams coach Kelsey Snow.
Kenny Rivas executed that really, really well.
Execution, man. Don't call it a comeback. The Heartbreak Kids are here. Red Devils trail 34-21, but now Atkins has the ball just over the midfield mark on the 47-yard line of Melbourne.
And they've got momentum, scoring, cutting the lead to 13, getting an onside kick. See if they can take advantage of that.
Empty backfield for Crawford. Takes a snap, looks to his left side for a man. He's going to throw it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Bring up 2nd and 10. Cole had quite a bit of pressure coming behind him there. Didn't really, that play didn't quite develop the way he wanted it to. So good job to throw it away, out of danger.
Yeah, you don't want to turn the ball over here. Just, that's the last thing you want. You don't want to give it back to Melbourne. You got the momentum right now.
Capitalize.
So Cole did a good job of just putting that ball out of harm's way.
Crawford takes a snap, hands it off to Mason Martin. He's got the room. Make it happen, young man.
He's going to have enough for the first down.
Yes, sir.
Tried to go up the middle there and found it a little bit congested, bounced it out to the right side. He picks up about 13 yards for the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils at the Melbourne 35, and the Red Devils move quickly.
Yes, sir. Jaden Martin has the handoff. He's trying to make it happen. He's moving. He's got plenty of room. He's bounced it to the outside. He could go all the way, and he does. Touchdown, Atkins.
How do you like that?
Go put some sauce on it. Yes, sir. Jaden Martin giving him the stanky leg business on that outside edge.
Boy, he did put some moves on him there.
Yeah, he did.
He covered a lot of ground to get that ball into the end zone, and that has the Red Devil crowd fired up over here on the visitors' side. Kenny Rivas comes on to attempt the extra point to cut this thing to
yes, sir.
a 6-point lead.
Kenny Rivas, there's the snap. It is down, kick is up, and Kenny nails it. Atkins has trimmed the lead again. It is now 34-28. Atkins trails with 10:48 left here in the game. What a turn of events here in Melbourne.
And let's take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with more fourth quarter action. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here, folks. The Red Devil stands are fired up. Atkins has come from 3 scores down, trimmed the lead to 6. Melbourne leads 34-28, 10:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Atkins scored that, Scott, in I think about 20 seconds.
Yeah, a lot's changed in the last 2 minutes. You know, you go from being down 3 scores to now cutting it to 6.
Kenny Rivas has the kick up. He slid down again. That's the second time we've seen Kenny slide. It's going to be fielded inside the 20, but number 6 has got some room. He has got some room, but he is going to be brought down right around the 25, 26-yard line, and that's going to be where their offense sets up shop. We do have a Red Devil that's a little slow to get up. That is number 5, Kenny Rivas. A little slow to get up on the play there.
Yeah, you mentioned that's the second time we've seen Kenny lose footing there on the kickoff, and he's got a strong leg. He's perfect on the night in extra point attempts, but normally boots that ball down inside the 10-yard line, and that one came up a little bit short as he lost his footing. Melbourne able to bring it out to about the 20, actually the 25. That's where they're going to start. Scoreboard says 35.
It says 35, but it's 25.
And they're going to back them up. I didn't see the flag, but apparently
there was some kind of that's backing them up 10 yards, so that must have been a holding.
Hold on the return.
And Atkins defense gets a gift there. It's going to be looks to be first down and 10 right around the 16. Actually, that'd be first and 10 around the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
10:43 left here in the game. Red Devil defense got to make a stop here. It's a jet sweep around the left side.
And he's got room. That's number 13, Forrest Gulliver.
He's going to get shoved out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be close to a first down. Hard to tell. Yep, I think their chain gang doesn't know what's happening yet. They're waiting some kind of signal.
Yeah, it is enough for the first down.
That is a first down. Bearkatz have a man in motion. Ball's on the ground! Red Devils not able to fall on top of it, though. The ball was on the ground.
Yeah, Buchanan had a man in motion trying to get that jet sweep again, this time to his right side, and the handoff was just a little bumpy there, and the ball hit the turf, and Wyatt Buchanan falls right on it for Melbourne. He's going to lose a yard. Going to make it 2nd and 11.
To our listeners on the radio, I do apologize if I bust anybody's eardrums. I do apologize.
That'd be huge for the Red Devil defense to come up with a turnover right here.
Yeah, it would be. Quarterback takes a snap. He's looking immediately to his right side. He's rolling. He's got a man there. It is complete. That's plenty for the first down. And that's going to be number 40, John Davis, that prevents what could have been a disastrous run there. He's going to have the ball right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Melbourne on their own 40. 9:54 left here in the game. Atkins defense looking for a stop.
Yeah, that was Ty Gillihan, number 6, on the reception for Melbourne. And John Davis was showing pressure off the left side of that Red Devil defensive line, and he bailed out of that at the last second when he saw Gillihan go out into the formation, into the pattern as a receiver, and just couldn't catch up with him until he had already made the reception.
John again over there showing pressure. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself, goes to the right side. He's met by John Davis, and he's got nowhere to go. John's going to stop him for a gain of about 2 yards.
And Dakota Ham came in there at the last second and kind of put his head down a little bit. I was a little worried they were going to throw a flag on that one.
No flag called. Keep that head up.
Yeah, you got to be careful about leading with that helmet.
Yep, got to keep that head up. Bearcat offense with an empty backfield.
2nd and 8.
Quarterback has a man in motion. Number 11, it's going to be a jet sweep. He keeps it. Atkins sniffing it out. Jaden Martin was one of the men on the play, bringing it down.
AMT right there to meet number 11, Tanner Williams. And Williams has done a lot of damage for Melbourne tonight. That time on the jet sweep, coming across the formation, right to left, and AMT gets back there in the backfield to make sure he doesn't get anywhere.
It's going to be 3rd and 8. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the game.
Big play here for the Red Devil defense.
Quarterback takes a snap, looks immediately to his left side. He had pressure. He got rid of it. He is met immediately over at the sideline.
He could be short of the first down.
He is going to be short of the first down. He was driven out of bounds hard there by the Red Devil defender. He should be about 3 or 4 yards short of that first down marker.
Yeah, I think that was Lucas Sims over there on the far side on the coverage, but he is, good job of bringing him down well short of the first down, and Melbourne's bringing out the punt unit.
Yeah, you would expect the punt here. You certainly don't want to give Atkins great field position, which the 44-yard line would be, or 46-yard line would be great field position. The kick is up. It is a line kick. Tanner is going to field it. He's trying to make something happen. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to be brought. Nope, he's still going. Tanner Hegeman, heck of a run back, makes it to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be where Cole Crawford and this offense set up shop. We do have a Melbourne Bearcat that is injured, face down on the field, and
Hegeman fielded that kick on the 14 and brought it across the field, up across the 35.
That injured Bearcat, number 4, Fernando Ventura, has been their kicker. He is up and headed to the sideline there. Red Devil offense here. Their destiny is in their hands. The offensive line taking the field, ready to go. Let's see what happens here. Coach Dobbs getting them fired up in the huddle. 7:16 left in the game. Atkins takes over. 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Melbourne's going to take a timeout to talk things over. We'll take one here on the air with them. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Tractor.com.
We are back here. Huge drive for the Red Devils underway, and as me and Scott were saying during the break, if we're coaching right now, run, run, run. The Martin brothers have been your workhorses all season. Let's let those brothers go to work.
Yeah, you want to kill the clock here. You got 7 minutes, 16 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter, so you want to eat as much of that as you can, not give Melbourne the ball back with any time left on the clock if you can do it, and you got to put points on the board. I mean, you're down 6 here. Melbourne leads 34-28. Red Devils have the momentum in the second half, in the fourth quarter, I should say, and I really like what the Red Devils did before that timeout. The offensive line was up on the ball. The skill guys were over in a huddle. Coach Dobbs was talking to them.
Yep.
Those offensive linemen were ready to get a push going.
They're ready to go. They look ready to go. Impose their will, run the ball. Crawford It's a handoff to Mason Martin. He's got some room. Fight forward, young man. He's got plenty of room. Big run for Mason Martin. He's got the first down. He's going to make it inside Bearcat territory down to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Mason picked up a big chunk of yards right there, getting it into Melbourne territory. Ball just inside the 50, and Red Devils are up over the ball quickly.
There's the snap, handoff this time to Jaden Martin, the power runner. He's going to pick up a good chunk. Looks to pick up about four yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him about 3, I think. Jaden had to do a little bit of a hop. We've seen him do that a couple times already this year. He finds the middle congested, just hurdles a guy and moves forward for about 3.
We have a penalty flag on the play in the backfield where the secondary is. Let's see what this is about. You don't normally see a flag thrown back there, Scott.
That guy's usually the one who called delay of game, and there's no way the play clock was down to 0.
No, not even.
And he's not in no hurry to get up and explain what it is, but it is a penalty against Melbourne. So
it is. Was it too many men on the field?
I'm guessing that's what it is. I didn't see the signal. We're on the visitor side, so the white hat is turned into the home side and given the indication to them. And
I got no indication there. Nonetheless, it's going to be about 2nd and 1 here for the Red Devils. 6:36 left on the clock. It's a handoff. Nope, Cole keeps it himself. He's got plenty for the first down. He should have the first down here.
No indication yet of a first down. Let's see. The white hat's going to come in and take a look.
Coach Harrelson saying first down. Yep, it's a first down. 6:19 left here in the game. Red Devils trail 28-34. They are on the Melbourne 39-yard line. Crawford takes a snap, hands it off to Mason Martin. There's guys there. He's trying to make them miss. Makes a couple guys miss. Fights forward, picks up a decent little gain.
Yeah, Mason initially going to the right side and made a cut there to bring it back up the middle and able to go forward for about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to give him 5 and make it 2nd and 5, ball at the 34 of the Bearkats. Under 6 minutes on the clock in the 4th quarter.
Crawford hands it off to the power runner, Jaden Martin. He's bouncing out. He's got room. He's got the first down. He's going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down inside the red zone. Big pickup for the Red Devil offense here. 1st and 10 inside the red zone, right around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark him just short of the 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 there. And Jaden stays inbounds, so the clock restarts.
It's going to be handoff. Mason Martin has it. He's having to make a lot of guys miss, and he does. My goodness, this kid is tenacious.
Yeah, Melbourne, I mean, they knew exactly what he was going to do. They stack up on the right side of that Red Devil offensive formation, and Mason had nowhere to go, and they had him dead to rights, and he just left a pile of bodies in his wake, and he's able to fight forward for about 5 yards when it looked like he had nothing doing there. 5 minutes exactly on the 4th quarter clock.
Cole Crawford takes a snap, looks to his left. He's got a man there. Tanner Hegeman has the catch. He's got men in front of him. That is a touchdown. Touchdown, Red Devils. Ties the game. Kenny Rivas comes out onto the field. Man, just a great play drawn up there by the Red Devils. Cole Crawford looks to his right, throws it back to his left. Tanner Hegeman is there, catches the ball, follows his blockers. His big boys are in front of him, puts it right on in.
Yeah, great play call, great execution there by Red Devil offense, and they storm all the way back.
Kick is up,
Kenny Rivas
and it is good.
And the Red Devils have taken the lead.
Yes, sir.
35-34. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left in the ball game. Red Devils retake the lead, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we are back here, folks. This visitor crowd over here, the Red Devil faithful, are 7 levels of fired up right now. It is.
My goodness, how quickly things changed. It was dead quiet over
Yes,
here
sir.
not that long ago, and the Red Devils have stormed back.
My goodness, Red Devils trailed 3 touchdowns. They have stormed back. Red Devils lead the Bearkatz 35-34. But folks, there's plenty of time left on the game, on the clock. This is going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, it was 34 to 14 not that long ago, and the Red Devils now have a 1-point lead. Kenny Rivas set to kick it off to Melbourne. Red Devil defense going to have to stand up here and make sure that the Red Devil lead holds.
I don't think we'll see an onside here, Scott.
No, I think the instruction was kick it as deep as you can.
I think he said put some stank on it. And he's certain, man, what a line drive kick. And
that's
that ball,
gonna get out of bounds,
that's going to go out of bounds. That ball's going to come out to the 35. And that's going to be where the Melbourne offense takes over shop, right at the 35-yard line.
Now they could back that up and have him re-kick that, but I doubt they will do that.
I don't think that's what they're going to do. They're going to take it. Is it 30? I thought it was 35.
Should be the 35.
Well, the referee has yet to set the ball. They take their time.
Yes, they do. I'm going to say they just want to be sure they're doing it right.
I agree with you, Scott. Red Devil defense needs to make a stop here. Snap is away. Quarterback looks to his left side. He's got a man there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. 4:46 left in the game.
He was looking for number 11. That's Tanner Williams. He's the man who has had the hot hand in the passing game for sure. And he had the long touchdown run on the end around earlier. So Williams is one to keep your eye on if you're the Red Devil defense.
Number 56, Sawyer Bartlett, just came on to sub his brother. Number 54, Cade Bartlett. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to be met by a host of Red Devils. He will not get the first down, but he did pick up about 9.
Yeah, he's going to be close. They're going to mark him just short. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Red Devil defense needs to make a stop. 3rd and 1 here for Melbourne. 4:23 left in the game. Quarterback takes the snap. It's a direct handoff. He's got the first down. Atkins stops him before too big of a game, but he does cross into midfield over into Atkins territory.
That's Zach's number 8, Medina on the carry.
That's going to be 1st and 10 around the 48-yard line. 4:06 left in the game. Quarterback takes a snap. He airs it out. He's got his man over there. Great defense by the Red Devils. Not letting him get his hands on it. Was that Kenny?
Well, Kenny Rivas is over there along with Lucas Sims.
There's 3 Red Devils over there.
Austin Martin Trussell. So
I think Kenny was the man that went up with him.
I think you're right. Kenny's the one who knocked it away, but that was a dangerous pass into triple coverage.
Yeah.
That incompletion stops the clock.
It's going to be 2nd and 10, 3:56 left here in the game. The visitor crowd fired up here. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes it to the right, goes to the left. He has got, it's going to be real close. Looks like he's going to have the first down there.
Yeah, they are going to give him first down yardage.
Yep.
And they're getting awfully close to Ventura field goal territory.
They are.
And a field goal would put them ahead. So
we are on the 38-yard line of Atkins.
Ventura made one earlier from 45 that had plenty to spare.
Could have made it from 60. Red Devil defense looking to make a stop here.
And Melbourne is going to take a timeout. They had some confusion on the formation there. Tanner Williams, the man on the far side over there, couldn't get set, didn't really understand the play call, so they're going to take a few seconds and talk about it. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds with Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
We are back here, folks. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the game. Atkins leads Melbourne 35-34. As my co-host mentioned just a moment ago, we are well within the range of number 4, Fernando Ventura, soon to be in his range.
Yeah, we're on the fringe right now. This would be a really long field goal attempt from here, but it's 1st and 10 for Melbourne, so they're going to try to get a few more yards at least.
Melbourne takes snap, runs right up the middle. Hard run there for Melbourne.
About a 6-yard gain. It's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Clock is moving. Ball does not stop there. Excuse me, clock doesn't stop there. It's going to be 2nd and 4. 3:30 left in the game. Ball on the Atkins 32. Quarterback, lone man in the backfield. Man in motion along the left side. Takes a snap. It's quarterback keeper right up the gut.
And he's going to have enough for the first down.
He does have plenty for the first down. He's going to make it. I don't think he's quite inside the 20, but he's real close to it.
Yeah.
Should bring up 1st and 10 right around the 21-yard line. 3:12 left in the game. Atkins leads 35-34.
Dayton Rawlings, the man on the tackle for the Red Devils. Red Devils making lots of substitutions, running guys on and off, and they do have the benefit of some good depth on that defense, particularly the defensive front, and they're going to need that.
Camden Newby, the man that just ran off. Let him catch a breather on the sideline before he gets back into the shadow of the goalpost.
And now Melbourne trying to milk the clock as much as they possibly can.
Quarterback takes a snap and hands off to number 8. He's got room on the left side. He's fighting forward. He is going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 10-yard line of the Red Devils. Looks to make it down to about the 7-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. Not what Red Devils wanted. 2:35 left on the clock. Melbourne is at the 8-yard line.
Number 8, Medina, again on the carry for the Bearkatz. Number 80, Lucas Sims, ran him out of bounds at about the 8-yard line is where they're going to mark him. That's where it'll be 1st and goal for Melbourne.
Red Devil defense has got to get a stop here if they want to keep them out of the end zone. 2:35 on the clock. Quarterback hands it off. Number 8, Medina. He's fighting forward. He does not get the touchdown, but that clock is steadily rolling. 2:25. Number 56, Sawyer Bartlett, coming on to sub.
Ball at the 2-yard line.
The play clock is not rolling, and now it starts to roll. The clock, my goodness, the play clock just started rolling, and 30 seconds has ticked off. The refs are letting the clock get away from them here, and the Atkins fans are letting them hear about it.
And that works to Melbourne's advantage because that play clock, the whole time it was sitting there at 0. The game clock was rolling down.
It was just steadily rolling. I mean, we have watched almost a minute of time tick off this clock.
And Melbourne going to milk it all the way down. Play clock at 2 at 1 now, and they're going to take a timeout.
My goodness. Coach Dobbs letting the refs hear about it. I've seen that pose before, Scott.
Yeah, that is the you don't know what you're doing pose.
Yeah, that's the what was that
thinking?
pose?
Yeah.
My goodness. Play clock didn't stop. I mean, the game clock ran for a good 20 seconds before they started the 40-second play clock. We watched a minute of time tick off on that one down.
And now Coach Dobbs out to talk to the referee.
Yeah.
The white hat.
Oh, that's
the
unacceptable.
Crew chief, and he's letting him know about it.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Coach Dobbs very animated out there, as he should be, fighting for the case of his young men. We watched this clock tick from 2:30 to 1:31.
Yeah, the official's just not on the spot with the resetting the play clock. It should have reset immediately, the 40-second clock, and didn't, and they let about 20 seconds go off, and so by the time they reset that, it allowed them to bleed 1 minute, about a full minute off the clock. And Melbourne was content to do that, get the clock down to 1 minute and 31 seconds, and they're going to have second and goal, ball at the 2-yard line.
Coach Dobbs had a full meeting out there with the referees to no avail.
And he's still trying to get his money's worth with the official on the near side here.
He's fighting for his boys. Got to respect that. Red Devils backed into the shadow here on the 2-yard line. 1 minute 34 left in the game. Melbourne takes a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He is going to get the touchdown.
That was number 11, Tanner Williams, the guy who has really been the hot hand for them. He comes in, and he's not the quarterback normally, but he came in at the quarterback position. Wildcat look all the way. And he gets it across the goal line for a touchdown, and Melbourne retakes the lead 40-35 with exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now Melbourne looks to keep the offense out here, trying to go up 7 with a 2-point conversion. This is a big play for the Red Devil defense.
This is very interesting. If they do not convert this, if Melbourne doesn't convert this, Atkins wins with a touchdown, doesn't even need the extra point. Interesting play call here. They've got multiple men in motion.
Going to that bunch formation
And we've
again.
got the penalty on the play, and that's going to be another procedure penalty.
Yeah, they've had trouble with that all night. When they shift to that diamond bunch formation on the left side, they have movement.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah, that's the 4th or 5th time that's happened where they have run that diamond formation, run 2 guys across the formation, and gotten that penalty 4 out of 4 times.
And I don't know if it's just a matter of where they're not getting set before the snap. When they run those 2 guys in motion, they have to be set for a full second, but or if somebody's just leaving early. But they've had trouble with it all night.
Minute 30 left on the clock. Red Devils trail 40-35. Cole Crawford in this offense is going to have another shot at this thing to go down the field and win this thing. Melbourne, how many times are we going to change the ball? My goodness. We have about the 4th ball that's come out onto the field. It's tomfoolery.
Superb crew, guys. Good job.
The Red Devil faithful is not pleased. Quarterback takes a snap, looks to his left side, he throws it, and that ball is going to be caught. 2-point conversion is good, bringing it 42-35. Bearkats take a 7-point lead. So, folks at home, if Atkins runs back and scores a touchdown and gets the extra point, as Kenny Rivas has done an excellent job, that means we're going into OT.
Yeah, there's a lot still to be determined here. So got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We're going to take a real quick 30-second break, and we'll come back and see what the Red Devil offense can do. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
And we're back, folks. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the game. Atkins trails Melbourne 42-35. Melbourne about to kick this thing off, we assume, and probably going back for a touchback as the rest of them have. My goodness, this kid can kick.
That one's going to be returnable.
Mason catches the ball. He's got some room. He's trying to make magic happen. He's making sight. Mason's got a lane. He's got a lane. Get out of there, kid. What a tremendous return from Mason Martin. Over the midfield line, Mason comes down at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Red Devils.
And I'm going to tell you, the kicker, Fernando Ventura saved a touchdown right there. He was the last hope that Melbourne had, and he was able to bring Mason Martin down.
That's no easy thing.
That was almost Mason's second kickoff return for a touchdown. As it is, the Red Devils set up into Melbourne territory.
We got a handoff to Jaden Martin. He's got some room. He's fighting forward. Jaden is going to get down. Not enough for the first down. Atkins offense is moving quickly here. Back up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
It's going to be under a minute when they snap this ball.
58 seconds on the clock. Cole takes the snap, looks to his right side immediately. He's got a man. Pass is complete. That's enough for the first down. And Lucas Sims is going to go out of bounds and stop the clock. 50 seconds left here on the clock. Red Devils moving the ball down to, what yard line is that, Scott?
I can't see where they've spotted. It's going to be
around the 30.
Around the 30, yeah. 27 is where they're going to spot the ball.
Better. 27-yard line, 50 seconds left. Crawford takes snap, rolls to his left side. He's got a man. It's completed. He's got a little bit of room. He is going to go out of bounds. Tanner Hegeman, the man with the moves there. Is that going to be enough for a first down?
I think he's going to be short of first down yardage, but he does get out of bounds there.
42 seconds.
Should be 2nd and about 2.
Yep, looks to be 2nd and 2. 42 seconds left on the clock.
Ball at the 18.
Crawford takes a snap, looks to his left. He's going to have to run. He's just going to lob this thing out of bounds. There was nobody open. 3rd and 2, 36 seconds left. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Tanner Hegeman was out there in the pattern on that side, but he was double covered. 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils. They need to get to the 16 for a first down.
36 seconds left here in the game. Jaden Martin in the backfield next to Cole. It's going to be a handoff. Jaden has got the first down. That's going to bring the clock to a stop. 31.3 seconds on the clock. Atkins hurrying back. 1st and 10 on the 14.
And they do restart the clock as they reset the chains.
They got to get it snapped. 25 seconds. Cole takes a snap, looks to his left. He's going to run to his right. There's nobody there. We have a penalty flag on the play.
That
pass is complete. That would be a touchdown, but you can assume there's going to be holding on the play here.
They're going to call a hold here.
Oh, man. That pass was complete. But Atkins Red Devils fans are giving a little business to the refs. It's a full-time job over here in the Atkins sideline, folks.
And the frustration is with the clock. The officials were quick to restart the play clock and the game clock after that first down. They took their time down here on the other end, and that's what has the Atkins faithful frustrated.
There's 16 seconds left on the clock. Atkins now moves the ball back to the 24-yard line, 1st and 20.
Yeah, got to get inside the 5 for a first down. And we've got another stoppage in play.
What is going on here? The clock is still moving. This referee crew?
Yeah,
my goodness, y'all.
This crew is.
There has been a plenty of clock issues. Coach Dobbs is going to need some blood pressure medicine after this game. So am I.
You're not alone. I think there's several over here on the visitor side who may need to come down after this one.
1st and 20, 16 seconds left. Crawford takes the snap. He's looking for a man. He's got lots of pressure. He uncorks one to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
What a pass by Cole Crawford.
Touchdown, Red Devils!
With 8.5 seconds left on the clock. Cole Crawford rolls to his right, facing pressure from his backside, and he launches one to the back of the end zone, and Tanner Hegeman goes up and brings it down for the touchdown. It is 42-41. Melbourne with a 1-point lead, 8.5 seconds left. And the Red Devil offense is on the field. They're going to try to win this thing in regulation.
Coach Dobbs is going for it here, y'all.
The old riverboat gambler.
Here it is. Red Devils have 4 men out wide to the right. Interesting. Might look for the hard count here. Melbourne showing lots of pressure right up the middle.
Yeah, Cole tried to get him with a hard count, did not. Now Red Devils are going to take a timeout, talk it over. We'll take one on the air with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.
Folks, we have a barn burner, a slobber knocker, if you will, on hand here tonight. 42-41, Red Devils trail by 1. Atkins mounted a massive comeback. Melbourne comes down and scores with 1.5 minutes left. Atkins storms down the field, 8.5 seconds left. And here we are. The offense is still on the field. Coach Dobbs is trying to finish this thing off.
He's bringing out a little riverboat gambler.
There it is. Crawford takes the snap. He's got to run. He's got a man over there. And that ball falls incomplete. That is going to be it. That's going to be it, folks.
Pass intended for Davin Bowden.
Just play did not develop the way they needed it to. And the Red Devils look like they're going to go out on their shield tonight, folks.
8.5 seconds left. Red Devils going to kick it back to Melbourne. And you would anticipate that they're going to try to get an onside kick here. And I'm sure Melbourne will be expecting that.
Yeah. Yep, Coach. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Cole Crawford not pleased at all with himself.
He wanted to go to the left side. He had Tanner Hegeman over there, but there was a lot of traffic on that side, and
he got forced to the right side.
He was under pressure and had to go back to his right side. And
you go to your best guy, and Davin Bowden's your best guy.
Threw it up to Davin, and Davin just not able to come down with it. He was double covered over there.
That's a tough one, and I know there'll be a lot of folks that say, well, we should have just kicked the extra point, gone into overtime. You just don't know.
No, I mean, we've seen Kenny slip a couple times on the kickoff. The field is wet.
He's
it's
fallen
cold.
Twice.
You know, there's no guarantees. I like the call to try to win it in regulation.
I agree. You certainly assume Atkins probably going to try to get an onside kick here and maybe heave up a prayer. Kenny's the man to do it. He's had a couple of good ones this year. And that is going to be an onside kick. The ball has a high bounce. It's on the ground. Red Devils have the ball. Red Devils are showing they have the ball. There's 5 seconds left on the clock here, folks.
And
Melbourne has
comes
it.
Out with it.
Refs are indicating Melbourne has it. That is it. That's going to do it, folks. Atkins.
Melbourne is going to take a knee here. 5.4 seconds left on the clock.
Red Devils fall to Melbourne. 42-41. Very hard-fought loss here tonight for Atkins. They will fall on the season to 3-1 in the conference. Melbourne will move to 2-2 conference. Not sure what's happened with the Quitman and the Mayflower game.
We'll see if we can get an update on that one before we sign off for the night.
Atkins will fall 3-1 conference now. Second loss on the year. Melbourne QB is going to take a knee there, and that's going to be it, folks. Atkins Red Devils fall to Melbourne 42-41.
We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap this thing up. This is Red Devil Football on 100.9 Quick FM and Red Devil Media Productions.